Every time.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another evening of D&D. We're gonna just chat for a few minutes. Our DM is running late. He had DJ had to run some errands real quick. But we'll introduce ourselves.
The pipes are acting up, Don.
Yeah. And those really got to get a plumber out here to check those out.
Did somebody say a plumber?
I gotta call Maury. Thank you, Evil DM Forever. Thank you very much for the follow. So we're gonna introduce ourselves real quick, and then we'll just chat for a few minutes. But in this campaign, always I'm Don, and in this campaign I play Flint. Iron Fist. It's fine to worry about it.
It's fine. I'm Sarah, and I play Chessa.
I'm John, and I play Olaf.
I'm Glenn, and I play Crom.
I'm Chelsea, I play Minerva.
I'm Mike, I play Stalk.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Whoa,
so
whoa,
scary.
Wow!
We need the pipe noise for back there for him.
We do. Hi, I'm DJ. I'm the Dungeon Master. I was just tending to my errands.
Clogging the place.
Is that a euphemism?
I don't know, John, is it?
Got some errands to run today.
Ooh,
Yes, you've been fooled, chat. Now you'll never know if he's here or not.
bamboozled.
You fools, you fell for my classic blunder.
That thing I've been doing every week.
Except
God,
We're so
poorly.
classic.
Except poorly, because I always forget. Recap, right. So,
Welcome to
The thing
D&D.
we've got to do.
I was getting there.
Where are we?
So, last week, y'all went and haunted some carbuncles.
We haunted them?
Hunted.
I need your gems. I
I'm just
want
going
an
to pull up the
errand.
recap real quick, so I'm drawing a blank.
The haunting of the carbuncle.
And I just wrote the recap today, and I already
Haunting of Carbuncle Manor.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, no.
Woke up in the
Can we
middle
get
of
a no
the
in
night.
the chat, please?
Oh, no.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, no.
Woke up in the middle of the night. Oh, no.
Oh,
Do you have a nightmare? Oh, no, no.
Oh, no.
I'm getting there. I'm almost there.
It's fine. Take your time.
I feel like it's me doing anything around like October, just everything, just no. Spooky.
It could actually be spooky.
We send pictures of animals with hats.
No!
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
How hard is it to go to Spirit? Is it like...
So spirit I can do.
Okay.
Because it's light and I know they're there and I know they're gonna do something spooky.
They really should turn the lights down on distortion.
Nope, then I would never go to spirit.
Or like off.
No for me, dog.
Just put spotlights on everything.
Did you find the recap?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
So at notgreatrpg/recaps.
.com specifically.
Yeah. Sorry.
That is important.
Not great /recap. Oh, no.
No.
So last week, Olaf and Minerva made their way through Nanaxi, back over toward the southeast guard tower in search of a place to stay for the night, while everyone else made their way over to Nanaxi Divers, where they planned on staying on the boat.
The Melancholy.
The Melancholy, which is the name of the ship. That's right. You, Minerva and Olaf, met with Selm, the long-armed dwarf man. Selm told you that you had not completed your trials yet, so you weren't allowed in. Once you completed the second part of your trial, which he believed to be more important than the first, you would be a full guard and allowed within. So he invited you back once you're done, and Olaf and Minerva made their way over to Nanaxi Divers, where the ship was, to join up with the rest of the party. Kesgrim lowered Olaf and Minerva down onto the ship, where you then walked into the chambers and met up with everybody, and began to discuss your plan for Tabitha's house and how you were going to go about getting her journal. As you were discussing your plan for dealing with that, as well as what you potentially may want to do with Zifley, Chessa said she solved the note that was left at the end of the ribbon path in the middle of the woods. The note says, I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't remember exactly, bring my journal here, the path is blocked until it's here.
Journal.
Journal, yeah.
Bring me my journal.
My journal.
Jeeves, bring me my journal.
That was the...
Bring it,
Second
Wesson.
The first one
This will be
was
my last entry.
bring my journal to that place.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was looking.
The one you found in the woods was bring
Yeah.
my journal here.
Journal. Yeah, that's right.
Journal.
That's right.
Yep.
Wesson.
So then you tried to figure out what journal the writer was referencing, whose it was. It was soon determined that it was probably Tabitha. So the next morning,
Please.
I almost said Clint and Front.
What?
Just I don't know where you got the T. The rest of it's fine.
The end of Flint.
Okay, so you're just combining my name.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
flipped Crom and
Flom.
Flint into...
Okay.
I'm Flom now.
My
Yeah,
head does
Flom.
not work. Crom and
reason
Flint awoke first and asked Kesgrim to pull him up to the Naxi where you began to run your errands for the day.
Did you finish those errands?
Real different tone now.
Yeah. You went to
Guys, go
Bones and Bows, where you picked up your items you asked Flex Bowman to create for you.
Flex.
I'm gonna kill him.
He's dead. He's already dead.
And then made your way back over to your ship, where you met up with everybody else, and then made your way over to the western side of the Nanaxi toward Tabitha's home. As you stood there watching for some time, you saw her step out of the house, look around a little bit, and then just start walking down the street, making her way somewhere. Stalk followed Tabitha, see where she went, leaving a trail of blanket scraps to indicate to the party where to go to find him and her. Chessa sent her rat into the home with Crom as a spider on the rat's shoulder. And they found the journal, where you started to read through it and then decided to just take it with you and read through it later. So Crom ended his wild shape, came Crom again, and walked out looking like Tabitha. Joined up with the rest of the party, began to follow Stalk's blanket scraps. Found him in the woods back to the tree wall where you had initially found the note saying to bring the journal here. Chessa, being in possession of the journal, saw a path through the trees that was hidden unless you were holding a piece of the journal. Led the party forward down this path to what turned out to be a very large clearing with a really big tree in the center. There you saw Tabitha just sitting on a stump, kind of like kicking her feet, reading a book. Minerva tried to stealthily make her way up a tree, and being covered in heavy armor kind of gave away the location. Tabitha called out to her and said, "Hey, welcome, thanks for coming." You all had a discussion with Tabitha about what was happening in Nanaxi, what you read in her journal, which was basically that bodies were being taken and given, in Tabitha's opinion, to the guard. You discussed with Tabitha your plans, told her to make a show of buying all the materials she would need to leave Nanaxi, and then to just disappear, where you would put her in a safe hiding place. So after you decided on your plan, you went back to Nanaxi. Olaf and Minerva made their way to the southeastern guard tower, where they were finally allowed inside. And I think that's where we'll pick up this week.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone that's
we'll get out.
Olaf and Minerva.
Boy.
Bye, friends.
Have a good time.
Oh, I'm very full.
What?
Oh no, no,
Oh
no.
no.
Oh no. Oh boy. All right. So this is where you guys walked in. Bunch of boxes on the lower level of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
You saw a black box with a red line painted around it horizontally as well as vertically, making a cross on the top end, on the bottom, or not a cross, a cross.
Intersection.
That's the word. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you pulled open one of them
Mm-hmm.
because it was openable, and you found not Olaf.
Oh no,
No.
Melvin.
Yeah, the bloated body of our good friend Olaf.
You hardly know him. Oh, Jenkins.
It's been me, red herring, all along.
You saw the lovely visage of your friend.
Pompadour Melvin.
That's it, Melvin, with his pompadour and pencil-thin mustache.
Very bloated.
Very, very dead. He's been in this box. I'll say you can tell at least a day.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody else on the main floor with us?
There wasn't before, which is why we opened the box. I will say that. There were people outside, but...
There's people outside and above you, but not on this floor yet.
Yeah, I want to try and, like, lightly move some of his clothes, see if there's any, like, incisions or anything that was, like, maybe done to his body.
You can see on his face would be heavily bruised, with lots of, like, abrasions around his lips and, you know, his nose region.
Yeah.
Like, if he got into a fight.
Yeah, we
knew about that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As you pull his clothes back, I mean, it's just bruises down the chest, like heavy bruising around the ribs.
Gotcha. And there is nothing else inside of the coffin with him? Like, beneath him? Like, I'm guessing he's probably just flat on...
Yeah, there's nothing else in there. It would
Okay.
just be him.
Okay.
There's other boxes around here, too, right? I want to kind of pry open some of the other ones and see, like, how long... Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll close that one.
Yeah.
You can go start looking.
I want to see,
absolutely.
like, how decayed the bodies are that are in there. Have they been sitting for months, weeks, couple days?
So you walk over to another box. It's a regular looking box, you know, brown crate. You pop it open. Inside are, just say, spools of chain.
Okay, just regular chain. They're not, like, gold or anything fancy. Okay. Are there any other boxes that look like coffins?
There are no other boxes that are black with the red line around them. No.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any other boxes, or they all kind of just look like the same crates?
They're all just boxes and crates.
Okay.
They all...
Do they have any, like, sigils or anything on the boxes, or anything that would, like, indicate...
Yeah, some of them would say things like, they would have a brand on what would be the top right corner of the face. And there's some that say, like, Tuesk on them, some that say S-Wedge. Basically just what you would determine, or what you would identify as, like, the origin of the boxes, where they were originally sent from.
Gotcha.
Do a lot of them look like they're from the same place, or they're kind of from all over?
They're kind of from all over.
Okay.
Yeah, I would make sure that the box with Melvin is closed.
Mm-hmm.
Any noise from the individuals up above us, if we would hear anything, because the platform above us was about 15 to 20 feet. You
Right.
said it was stone that ascends up, correct?
Yep, stone staircase with no guard on the inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You would hear, like, occasional loud voices, like the hum of, like, far away discussion, like people talking far
Sure.
away.
Okay.
Should we go meet some of our new companions?
I think it is probably for the best. It would look poor if we entered and then did not stay our first night here.
Agreed.
Obviously no mention of the box and its contents.
I
And
agree.
I think it would be best if we don't pry too openly.
Sure.
But yes, would you like to lead?
Sure. And I start making my way up the stairs.
Okay. Give me 1 minute, because I don't know where this file went. It's been a long time since I've had to pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you walk up the stairs back to, or into the second floor,
Mm-hmm.
where around you can see there's tables, chairs, a fire pit in the center, set into like a stone fire pit, so it's not just, you know, wood where they're starting a fire, because that's a bad idea. You would see just guards walking around, not necessarily in guard attire right now because they would be off duty. You see them wearing like rough undershirts and pants, stuff like that.
How many?
I'm gonna say it's 5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there somebody that looks like they're probably like more the leader, or like bigger in stature, or things like that?
There would definitely be variance in like the size of them, but I wouldn't say there's anything to indicate like this one's the leader and that one's not.
Okay. Are they human, like dwarves? Are they
It would be
like mixed group of people?
It would be mostly human and dwarves.
Okay.
On this floor, you would see at least one Goliath, not the one that you had met before.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly human dwarves and a few Goliaths.
Okay.
I want to, like, kind of eavesdrop a little bit to one of the Goliaths that are talking.
There's one Goliath on this floor.
Okay, then I just kind of want to hear what he's
Yeah,
doing,
with his
what he's saying.
conversation.
Yeah.
He would be talking to a dwarvish guard, red hair, big red beard, big bone through a septum ring.
Okay.
And he's looking at me and he goes, "Yeah, I don't know, man. Zifley sometimes he's rough. Makes me do a lot. I got a busy day most of the time, and I just want to take a nap."
Not rudely, but I kind of want to cut him off and with my hand out in front of me go, "I'm sorry, I don't think we've met before."
No, we haven't.
I want to heat my hand up just enough that it's like very, very warm to the touch, but not so much that it'll burn him, and try and give him like a firm handshake.
Okay. You warm up your hand a little bit and hold your hand out. He shakes your hand and he goes, "Hey,
Minerva Flynn, nice to meet you.
you too. Names, that's what I was looking for, was names."
Sven. Just go with a traditional Nordic name for a Goliath.
We'll go with Sven. That sounds good. I like
Alright.
it. My name's, Sven.
Nice to meet you. We're, me and my friend here are new to the guard. We're trying to get acclimated to everything.
Yeah. When he introduces himself as Sven, I would step forward as well and just hold out my hand as well and just say, "Hello there, brother.
Hi, Sven.
Good to meet you.
You too?
I've already met one more of our kind here."
Oh, yeah, what was his
Is it
name?
Rune, right?
I believe it was Rune.
Rune.
I want to say it was Rune. Oh, yeah, Rune. Yeah, he's a good man.
Sure he told you of our plan?
Plan?
Tribes will rise. I'm gonna say that in giant.
Okay. He goes, I don't know what you mean.
We'll take our place again? Again, say that in giant.
Take our place here?
Wherever our home is, in Orvigo.
It's, why I came from, Reiju.
Well,
I know there's a lot of Goliaths out there.
we are not born to be simple employees. We are born to lead.
Is it still in giant?
Yes.
I guess so, yeah. I've been killing some time here, though. Killing some time.
As have I. I'll laugh with him.
Nice, okay.
It would be good to know that I have another man with Rune and I who would do the right thing when the time comes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you mean by the right thing, but if you mean go back to Reiju, yeah. I can't say I'd be opposed to that.
If I could give you that opportunity, you would take it?
Maybe, as long as I had a way to still give my family some money.
Yes.
Then yeah, I would do that.
Well, we'll look at Minerva.
I just kind of confused look at you.
Oh, just some old, songs of communion and reunion for lost
Brothers?
people of the same kind, yes. It's good to find another. I have two now that I believe.
I kind of turn my back to Sven and look at Olaf and like mouth the word friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just mouth that back at you.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna walk over, see who else is up here. Who was who was Sven talking to? He was talking to
The
somebody,
dwarf
right?
guy, red
Yep.
hair,
The
red beard.
nose.
Yep, with a
The bone in
through
the
his
septum.
nose. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Same deal. I heat my hand up to be pretty hot and reach my hand out again. Minerva Flynn.
Hey, name's George.
Just firm handshake. George, it's nice to meet you.
You too.
We're, as I'm sure you heard, new to the guard.
I try not to eavesdrop on other guards too much, but I heard a little, yeah.
How long have you been a guard?
Why?
Just want to get to know people. We're new
It's
down
our
here.
first day.
Yeah. All right. I've been a guard about 5 years.
Very good. Do you enjoy it?
It's not bad. Pays bills.
Very good.
I can go fighting and get healed up the next day. And no one can do anything about it because can't arrest a guard.
Can't arrest a
True.
guard.
And you became a guard by choice?
Yeah,
A wise choice. Great
Ah.
career.
I think so.
Seems like there's a good path here for you. I'll look at you and slightly shake my head now.
George, are you from Orvigo?
Yeah, I was born here.
Do you have a family here?
In Orvigo, of course.
Like wife and children, or?
Yeah.
Very nice to hear that you were able to make a living down here, even though I guess you were born down here. This is all just very new for us. I'm not originally from Orvigo.
Oh! Well, that's
Yes.
ironic, isn't it?
We've only been down here a few days.
Huh. Criminals becoming guards. Yeah. Yeah, I see why Ziffley liked you.
Does he typically hire criminals?
If they live, yeah.
If they live.
Oh, yeah, that fall is rough. A lot of people don't make it.
Interesting.
Do you not?
Exclusively send criminals down here?
Oh, yeah, no. All criminals are sent down here, but not all of them live when they hit the water at the bottom of the falls.
Interesting.
Alright.
The ones that don't, well, we got a use for them.
Question for you. You've been doing this for a long time. I feel like you would know. Nanaxi, does it have a prison system, or
No,
it's just okay?
no need. Someone does something wrong, we take care of it.
Is there like a hierarchy of, or like a chain of command that we follow? I'm still trying to get used to how Nanaxi works.
Sure, you're right, I can explain. Yeah, it goes us, and then Ziffley.
I mean, in terms of punishment and serving justice.
Oh, no, they'd kill them all.
Kill them all?
Yeah,
And I just wide-eyed stare at you and go, kill them all.
if you commit a crime, we kill you. You know what we do on the guard?
I don't think I've learned yet, no.
No,
Oh.
it is our first day.
Oh, yeah, your job's just to bring Ziffley bodies. You go out and find someone that you can kill, you kill them, and you bring them in and get your paid.
Interesting.
Then why deem us guards? Wouldn't that make us more, I don't know, like undertakers?
I mean, yeah, but it would give away too much if we called them undertakers. You call them guards, and the citizens respect them. And they don't, they fear them, but
What? Why is that our job?
because that's your job. Ziffley needs bodies, he needs people to get them.
And we need coin. And we need a job.
Very well.
It's good to have work. In
Indeed.
a city as difficult as Nanaxi has been for us in the few days, it is nice to have a reliable source of income and a place to rest.
Yeah.
George, where are the sleeping quarters?
Oh, you're gonna go up 2 more floors.
2 more?
Yeah.
What floor is one above us?
Oh, that's the kitchen.
Alright.
There's a lot of guards here. It's easier to have 2. And split them up. And
Gotcha.
plus, there's some guards that don't like other guards.
True.
Any specific reason why?
There's a lot of... Oh, how should I call it? Competition?
For Zipley's attention?
No, for money. The person who brings in the
Brings
most...
bodies.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they get rewarded.
Interesting. think we could bring many bodies, Minerva.
Possibly. Who would you say is notorious for bringing the most bodies? Do you have a high
Employee of the
score?
month
Yeah.
consistent. You have a leaderboard,
Breaking records.
right?
Oh, that'd actually be our buddy Sven over here.
Sven, interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have anybody that's doing not so great?
Yeah. Selm.
Yes, I
Could
feel
see
like
that.
some would be struggling.
Yeah, that's why he just deals with the real estate now. Really, that's just a way for us to keep him on the guard. Otherwise, we'd have to kill him, and he's kind of funny.
Yes, he is.
So,
It was nice meeting you, George.
yeah,
I'm
you
sure
too.
we'll be seeing you around.
Hey, I'll be right here.
Yes, thank you, George.
No problem.
Quite tired. I think it's best if we try to get settled in and
I
get
think it's
ready
best
to
if we
sleep.
get away from this area.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah.
We need to go. We need to go now.
Are you gonna leave or are you gonna go sleep?
Up.
Start going up the stairs.
Okay. You go up to the next floor, and it's similar to the last floor. There's also a fire pit here. This fire pit, however, is made from like a metal grate, like kind of like a screen door that sits right above the one from the one downstairs. You can see there's tables and chairs and everything else laid out around. There's a bar at one end of this room. There's about 8 to 10 guards in this room. Just all kind of seated at tables and chairs.
Yeah.
I just glazed over anger. Just we need to
Straight
go.
to bed.
Yeah.
You go one more floor. You see this room is filled with beds that have like the the infirmary pop-up walls, like those around, but they're made from like leather and furs and nicer things than just mylar. You look around, you can see all the beds are full. There's someone seated or someone's things on each bed. So you go up to the next floor, and in this floor, you're able to find at least 2 beds that are open.
Okay.
Is there? You said there's other people in the room though. With it? Okay.
There are windows.
Yes, there would be like murder hole windows. Do you know what I mean?
Like the small
Yeah, like
circular ones.
Right, that you could like shoot a bow through. Right.
Anyone on this floor with us, the highest floor, I'm assuming? Or is there one more floor above us? I would assume there would be one to get to the height, the pinnacle.
Yep. The next room above you would probably be like the landing area before the ceiling, so that's where like armor and weapons, stuff like that would be kept right below the.
Is there anyone on this level of sleeping quarters?
Not currently.
No.
You see their items and stuff kind of like spread out around, but
Gotcha.
not them.
I just grab a pillow and immediately light it on fire. Just in my hands, just burning the pillow.
Okay.
We're surrounded by monsters.
Yes, we are. And again, the head of the snake is the first to call. But I do not think that there will be sufficient opportunity to weave ourselves into the guards. There are far too many that are still zealous enough to follow Zifley, and some that are still too shallow-minded to think outside. And I do not trust individuals of that nature. Zifley first, and then we will see where the others fall in line after.
I will not leave survivors.
No, neither do I.
Not right this moment. No, we'll strike when the iron's hot, but nobody will walk out of this building. I will make sure they all are served justice.
I do love good justice. Bountiful justice. It's going to be a good harvest this year.
Sure, it's a shame Zifley won't be around when we deliver all these bodies.
True. He could be.
True.
No harm in trying to get paid first.
Also true. Do you think Zifley would be willing to pay somebody that's slowly destroying his group of guards?
Well, we don't say that they needed to be destroyed. We say that there was dissension growing in the ranks under the good man, George.
George.
Agreed.
I think that there is still more for us to see before we make a decision.
Of course.
I would want to try to go up towards the landing.
Okay. Yeah, you go up to the next floor, and like I said, you would see open crates, no lids on them, with like just miscellaneous armor pieces kind of tossed in, daggers here and there, smaller, simpler weapons. Towards we're gonna say it's a ladder leaned up against the far wall from the landing where you come up. Ladder against the far wall. Nearby to that, you would see like weapon racks that house bows and arrows, things like that.
Okay.
You want to go up to
Any sets of rope?
Yeah, sure. There'd be some sets of rope attached to the side of the wall.
I'm gonna grab 2 sets of rope.
Okay. Yeah, you grab 2 sets of 50-foot rope.
I think we should see who is up on the top. If there is anyone.
Of course. Love to make more friends.
Yes, I would love to get a little bit of justice in this evening.
That would be fantastic.
Like
just
justice.
a hint of justice. A dash of
Hint of
justice.
All right, so you head up to the pinnacle. Up here, you see a man just sitting lazily in a chair, his arms crossed over his chest, his feet up on the wall, and he's just kind of rocking in his chair.
I mean,
Is there anybody else up here, or is it just him?
It's just him.
It's just him.
You said his feet are up against the wall, and
Rocking in his chair. I will just beckon for you.
I want to produce flame from my hand at the front legs of his chair so the chair falls forward. You said his feet are up against, like, the edge?
Yeah, and he's leaned back in the chair, the front feet off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Okay,
you
never
catch
mind.
the back.
Damn, yeah. Yeah, I want to still light the legs on fire. Just each of them slowly start at the bottom and just trickle their way up the
As
legs.
she produces flames and begins to set this on fire, I would attempt to get behind this man and cover his mouth.
Okay. So as you produce flames and the 2 legs of the chair go up, he goes, whoa, right as Olaf's hand just claps over his mouth. And you hear,
I would like to get a good look at this man as I lean around him.
Alright, he's got very deep green eyes, cropped black hair, the sides kind of shaved down just like a short bit on top of his head. Baby face, no facial hair. He looks very, very young.
I'll hold him and I'll look at you.
May I? Yeah, produce flame over his face, and I want to try and throw him over the side.
Into the lake.
Yep.
Make a strength check.
Oh, why did this die?
I'll say you produce flame into his face, blinding and disorienting him, so you're not fighting too bad, but you still roll.
Advantage, or?
No, just standard.
16.
Yes. You just pick him up and you just...
As he's on fire, just...
Yeah, you see his shitty top haircut just fizzing in the air as he falls down towards the surface of the lake, and you hear him...
Just kind of shake off the embers from my hand.
Feeling better?
A little bit better, yeah.
Got some of that justice out?
Just feeling a little fiery.
Understood. No worries.
I think I'm ready for bed now.
I think everyone in here is quite deserving of justice.
Before we go to bed, should we at least claim our reward?
I think that there is a bigger fire for you to enjoy. I'm gonna hold the ropes out. Just gonna start slacking the rope.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start to tie it around one of the like balustrade parts of the
blocky
tower.
part at the top. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna start to tie this. I think that the interior is quite wooden. I think that there is, as Crom would say, a building to be burned. Perhaps Zifley would like to come to us.
Should I scale down the side and shoot it through the little hole in the wall? Or should I just open door and just...
I mean, your preference.
Don't look at me.
I'm just thinking. I'm gonna go with both. So I want to open the door and not so it's super loud, but kind of just start like hand on the railing.
There's a lot of bedding and there's a lot of wooden flooring.
Yeah, just like kind of like hand on the stairs, hand on the railing, and just light.
So you're on the pinnacle now. So
Okay.
it's a trapdoor leading to a ladder down to a landing, and then that's where the next floor down is where beds and shit start.
Are there any
So we could
crates
go
or
onto the
anything
landing.
upstairs?
On the landing there were, you said like armor and simple
Yeah.
weapons and stuff.
Yeah. I want to take a box, like one of the crates up there, and light it on fire and just bloop
Okay.
down the trapdoor. And as people start to recognize that, I guess there's a fire, I'm going to start scaling down the side of the building.
Okay.
Like using
I'm
a
gonna-
rope, not
I'm
scaling.
gonna call them in now.
That's fine.
Would you like to swap?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Alright.
I don't know if you want to wait for them to sit down before you guys swap out, or if you
I was
want
gonna
to.
say, are you dead? Is Zivley dead? Where
Oh.
are we at in this process?
Josh.
Oh.
Things are starting to heat up.
Yeah, I knew there was something. I was like, I said to Michael, I was like, I'm very concerned.
It's getting a little spicy in the kitchen.
Yeah, things got spicy.
Someone has been motivated to justice.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's good, Don.
John saying it's good is never.
That's bad. That
I feel like I'm being lied to.
Now that that horrifying event happened,
shit's bad.
what Scooby-Doo shenanigans are we into?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So after they split away to go to the southeastern guard tower, what would you all like to do?
I think
we
initially
were, I think we were just heading back to the
her
boat,
gave us,
right?
I think,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where we're keeping the boat anyway.
Right. Yeah. That's where we were going to meet them. I think we were just gonna go there, set up the boat, and just like make sure everything was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, I remember we were just going to bed, right? Like,
Yeah, I think
that
so.
was.
Yeah,
I don't think I had
any-
anything on the agenda.
I had no plans.
So
For evening.
You guys, yeah. You guys make your way over to your ship. You lower yourself down and you kind of sit on the deck and talk for some time. You know, it's not quite bedtime yet. You still got a couple hours left in the day.
Are there any like bookstores in town worth checking out?
Maybe.
On the side at least.
Perhaps an antique shop would be nice.
Yeah.
Ye olde Goodwill?
The gang goes antique.
The Goodwill.
The Goodwill.
The Goodwill.
Splendid well.
So you guys, yeah, you can make your way back to the ship. You're there for a couple hours. Just want to double check. You sure there's nothing you want to do before going to rest?
What time is it?
Right now it'd be roughly like 7, 8 p.m.
Do we have food? Has anyone? You got rations.
Yeah,
at one
and I
point.
got a whole mess of animal meats that we've just stolen from the woods.
Is there a kitchen on this ship?
A galley?
Shall we try to prepare some food before, rather than just walk around with a bunch of carbuncle?
I do need to do something with this meat.
Yeah, we should probably do
Because
something.
I have jerky, but I also just have raw meat.
Because we
Yeah,
were
we should
told to
probably
leave
cook
them alone
Yeah.
Like we're
by them.
gonna have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I've got no. My intent was to eat my rations and play with this bug I have in a jar, and I don't think I have any
Well,
reason
my
to
schedule's so
change
full.
my plan. Yeah.
Like
Okay, you said it's not bedtime. I beg to differ.
So,
Yeah, we were told to leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't come across a bookstore. Haven't
I
come
guess-
across a library.
Yeah.
Those would be my two.
We don't like
interests.
hear any loud sounds or anything.
Because, I mean, they are, like, next door.
So, while you're making dinner, you know, you soon hear the screams of fire! Fire!
Is that a voice we recognize? Do we see fire?
It would be like a chorus of voices.
Okay, I'm gonna look outside. Do I see
Look up at
Do I
the-
see some orange?
You look out from the ship, so this is the surface in an axis, right? Your ship is here. The southeast guard tower is here. You begin to look around and you see flames coming out from openings on the southeast guard tower.
Okay. We should probably fucking check that
I think
out.
we should go.
That can't be good.
That we do happen to know someone who's has quite a penchant for flames.
I have a sneaking suspicion as to who this could be.
Yeah, we might want to go check that out.
Yes.
So we're gonna scream for Kezgrim to get us up, and I'm gonna say the command and take the boat back with our cooked meat
Okay.
and start booking it.
I don't know what you're booking it to, dude.
I mean, the screams.
Neither do we.
Chell, would you like to describe how they find your character?
I'm not done.
One more, we have one more thing that we're trying to
can
resolve
stay, I
as
don't
we're
care,
going
that's
down.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so scaling down the side of the building, we come up to the ledge where the guard tower is. How many people are outside the guard tower?
On the ground floor?
We just, like, this just
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
Not
it's
that
like
many.
start ignition, scale down.
Start going down. Yeah.
And there was no one on the
Not that
ground
many.
floor before.
Okay.
I mean, there were people outside, so
Sure.
maybe one or two, the same ones that were outside, but that's it.
I would.
Without drawing attention, I want to say just...
I love the idea of friends Sven and George are fighting, please.
Oh, man, again?
We tried to break it up, we couldn't.
All right, hang on.
He pushed him into the fire pit.
What?
Help, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's going to burn!
Oh, yeah.
They turn and run in.
Peace, motherfuckers.
As they start running in, we run after them.
Yep.
Uh,
Stay on the first floor as they ascend the stairs.
And I'll say it's probably about when they went to run in and you guys went to run in after them is
Yep.
where everyone else would probably catch up to you.
so,
I'm gonna pull out my oil flask, and as the two guys clear the stone stairs going up, I'm gonna throw my oil along the stone steps that ascend upwards.
as he's doing that, I want to scoop up Melvin's body, throw it over my shoulder.
Do I see the pompadour?
Forget about me!
Yeah, you would see Minerva, like, in the bottom floor of the southeast guard tower, both oak doors just wide open. You would see her lean over into a black box with a red line around it and just heave a body onto her shoulder, and as it's coming up, you would see the face of Melvin just flop lifeless on the other side of
Yep.
Minerva's.
Bloated and obviously decayed for about a day or more.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, and then as we're running out
we
the
didn't
door,
start the fire.
Bruce flame at the oil on the stairs.
All right. The stairs catch on fire.
Hey, Flint.
We make a run.
What the fuck happened?
Don't talk, let's go.
Okay,
Got
the
to
Guards
go.
are real bad. Barricade the door?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, there were carts and crates outside.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
start
gonna
listening.
close the door.
Where's the boat? I'm just screaming, running for the water. Where's the
yeah,
boat?
I'll start running to the water and pull out the box,
Crumb,
throw it like a pokeball.
would you like to help me barricade the door?
I guess, sure.
Sometimes the building needs to get burned when it
This
is
is-
filled with bad men.
This is very true, and I'll move a cart.
Chest of feather fall.
You're assuming I have spell slots. I don't know if I do.
Yeah, the shit took off quick.
Please turn. Please. I do. Okay.
Yeah, fucking full leap, just run, trying to land on the boat at
You
the
do
bottom.
that as, like, you see the box below you as Flint screams the command
Flint
word.
pokeballs out
Just
the
open into a ship as it settles under the water.
I
and
choose
land.
you.
Pull my hat around.
Cast Featherfall on. I guess you're running. You're running.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm running.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make a break for Urgava's, because it's in
Wait,
the
were you
same
helping
general
hold the door?
direction, so after I move that cart, I'm gonna take off to Urgava's.
Well,
Because
okay.
they started running before I did.
Yeah.
So
where did you, Flint? Where would you have thrown the box?
I would have gone to Argava's through and tossed it
Okay.
off the back dock.
Yeah.
Far enough away that it's not, in flame range.
Yeah,
But
that's
we're down a ways, so
Yeah.
short of the tower collapsing into the water. I'm gonna throw it off to the right
Yeah.
and outside of the range of
Onto
the
the
tower
land.
falling.
roughly more than a tower's length away.
So yeah.
Whatever that height of the tower is.
Is Orgava's near?
Yeah.
Mhm,
Like
the
how-
right there next door.
like how far away? Like how much space is between these buildings? Do
Not-
we have...
You got enough space to run away, definitely.
Yeah, as I'm running through, picture Jack Sparrow running away on the island from the second film, and just yell, fire, 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 as I run through Orgeva's, getting her attention,
Yeah.
and pointing back behind me as I run with the boat.
She goes, "Ho!" He tossed the boat. He tossed the boat, and everyone jumps onto it.
Is Orgeva jumping as well?
Yeah, what about, and also...
And
Yeah,
Kesgrim.
Orgeva and Kesgrim would both jump down onto the, or
Right.
at least lower themselves down onto it. You were running towards Orgeva's?
Yeah, I'm gonna briskly walk towards Orgeva's as to not call attention to me running away from a fire.
Fair.
I think running away from a fire is a reasonable.
There's a lot of
action.
people running away from a fire right now.
Yeah, man in shady black robes.
So you run to Orgeva's.
That's how I got caught before. I'm gonna be smarter than that this time.
What do you do?
To Orgeva's, I'm gonna look out and see if the boat's down there, and if it is, I'm gonna tell Kesgrim to lower me down.
Yeah, the boat's there. Yep. Cool.
I'm just waiting to see if anyone else jumps off. If I have to.
Feather fall.
Yeah, you would see Crom leap off.
I'll cast
Oh,
Featherfall.
no, let's get lowered down.
Oh, or that's it.
Wasn't Kesgrim on the?
I just
Yeah.
walked in nonchalantly and just rode the thing down.
I'm gonna start lighting the torches on the boat so we can get the fuck out of here. And I know it's getting dark. They need to be able to see where the boat is.
Fair enough.
Actually, I'll put dancing lights, not light the torches.
Do we want the boat to be seen?
Why are we leaving?
You need to be able to see the boat.
I ran
to
out the
jump on
door
it.
with Melvin in arms, jumped onto the boat at the very bottom of, like, he tossed the boat out and she helped Featherfall me onto the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're just heading to, well, he was heading to Orgeva's. I think I'm taking the boat, I guess, over to Orgeva's.
Yeah, the boat's at
The boat's
Orgeva's.
at
Okay, and then you were
Orgeva's.
being
You're
lowered
there.
into the boat.
Yeah.
Why flee someone else's crime?
I just wanted to get the body out of there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think we need to leave.
I just need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you and I should drop off this body and return, having escaped the harrowing fires. Could you singe me?
I could.
I'll hold out my arms.
This is gonna hurt a bit.
I accept.
Fire. Produce flame.
Yeah. I would love to have a bunch of scorch marks,
Okay.
some burnings on my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give myself the appearance of burns on me too. I don't know if I would technically take damage from it, but I don't know if it would do anything. 'cause
You
I'm-
can, like, burn your clothes and make them look burnt. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I would give them the body.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use prestidigitation and cover you guys in soot as well.
Ah, you raz.
Very good. I think there's nothing wrong.
No.
They have the body. I think we should get back to the tower before anything gets out of hand.
Sure would like to see that guard tower.
So would I.
Mm-hmm.
Crom, would you like to look?
I suppose.
You're all welcome to look. Did we try putting things on the boat, taking the boat back in, and then seeing if the things remained?
Mm-hmm.
Do they remain?
Yeah.
Smaller things, yes.
Not a Melvin?
Yeah, I'd say not a Melvin.
Okay.
At least not yet. Let him decompose a little bit longer. He'll be more squishy.
Oh.
Oh.
Did we save any buoys at Orgeva's? Maybe hide him in a buoy?
She does have a bathroom that we could put him in.
If someone needs to use the bathroom.
They don't
Excuse
use
me, Melvin!
I don't think using the bathroom's a problem here. People have been doing it
True.
au natural for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to startle Kesgrim? This was a good friend of his.
You kind of did just run through the room screaming with it and jumped off the thing.
Kesgrim wasn't there.
He's always there.
Not at the guard tower, but I jumped off the side of the building.
You said you went to.
You went to
Orgeva's.
Oh,
Orgeva's.
true. From the boat, though. I jumped into the water onto the boat. The boat's, or the Orgeva's is right next door.
Yeah.
Kesgrim came down onto the boat with us, I think.
Oh. Alright.
Because Orgeva's place is probably going to go up in flames if.
Mm-hmm.
So Kesgrim is down with us now.
Glenn, you have a map.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, those buildings aren't on there. They're all the way at the bottom. They're cut off with the margins.
No, they should be on there.
I trust Kesgrim.
Yeah.
Kesgrim.
Yeah, no, what you see at the very bottom right there, that's the guard tower.
Yeah.
That's the end of Nanaxi.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kesgrim,
Yeah.
we're doing this to honor your friend. You're gonna stay here on the boat.
Yes.
Why is Melvin got burnt?
No.
No.
Kesgrim, you're going to sail the boat out to the eastern shore.
I'll try. I'm not great at steering boats.
I could make the small boat. Doesn't need to be the big one.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I can do a small boat. I'll just paddle it along.
I mean, do we want to draw attention to a boat fleeing Nanaxi while there's a fire? I think it might draw the wrong attention.
I think
Especially
their
if he's got a
attention's
body
going to be
in his-
focused otherwise.
It's just a kind man out for an evening nip.
All right.
Nothing suspicious there.
Besides, it's dark.
Very dark.
Kesgrim, don't stop rowing until you hit land. If you see any other boats, you do not stop. You go right to land.
Don't light a lantern.
Don't light a lantern. You paddle until you hit land.
Okay.
We'll find you. Stay on the beach.
I will. I'll be over near the boat rental shack.
Yeah, I'll shrink the boat once we're off and...
Okay. Yeah, you say the command word for boat, which I can't remember, and it shrinks up a bit.
Yeah, back to the guard tower. I
Is
guess.
Argava here?
Mm-hmm.
She's at, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna chill with Argava, I guess, since you two are... like, we wouldn't be with you for that, correct? If you're going to talk to someone?
No, you can still stand in the area and watch.
Sure, yeah, that's
Nothing
right.
wrong with that.
Sure.
But she and I back towards the guard tower.
Yep.
Okay. Make your way back over to the guard tower. Currently, there are people running around with buckets tied to ropes, dropping them down and hauling them back up to the surface in Anaxi, tossing them as best they can onto this brick or the stone building.
I grab a bucket.
Yeah, I would hurry over towards these bucket people and act like I'm grabbing another bucket.
Yeah, and I walk a little bit closer to Olaf and go, "Do you have any more oil by any chance?"
Are we able to get within 30 feet of the building without looking suspicious?
Do not. That was my one
I'm
plan.
sure there's onlookers. It's a building fire.
Yeah,
People are going to watch.
there's definitely people looking on.
As they're throwing buckets of the water, I can do this with 5 feet of water at a time per action. I'm going to start having the water go towards it and then get blown back away from the fire.
Okay.
As if, like, the wind is pushing it away.
Yeah, as if there's a really
Because
strong
if they're trying
updraft.
to go, like, up at the fire, I want it to get blown back.
Yeah, so you watch people just throwing water at this building and none of the water actually making it inside to help.
Probably not none of it. I only do 5 feet per action, so that if there's a lot of people, I'm not trying to make it so they can't put the building out. I'm
Gotcha.
trying to slow them down
Just
so
slow
that
them
way
down
the
a bit.
damage is worse.
That's fair.
I'll just stay at Argava's and make sure the fire doesn't spread over there.
Okay.
I would have went to the guard tower before I left. I would have told Argava that I want her to call one of the Gregs for me. Bring him to the Nanaxi divers.
Bring me a Greg.
Okay, that seems okay. I'll do my best, but they might be. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's valuable. And they're in a panic. They're not going to notice if stuff goes missing. They'll think it burnt up in the fire.
That's exactly what I'm calling him here for.
Oh, yeah, they're probably already over there then.
Make sure that if you see one, you tell him to stay and wait for us.
Okay.
I would like to talk to him.
Okay.
And then I would go over.
Okay. And you run over to the guard tower.
And I'm just standing watching.
You watch as flames they start kind of low. That's where most of the flames have been at this point. You watch as they grow and you see them start to pour out of the second set of windows on the tower. And you hear people screaming as they're running up the tower, their voices getting higher and higher as they're retreating from the fire.
I would keep my eye out as we're doing this for either Zifley or Dallastek.
Okay.
Because now that the flame has been going for a few minutes and there is sufficient smoke in the air, I'm wondering if either of them would be called to answer this calamity.
I love when you prep things and then start playing and it goes better than you prepped.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Well, and I guess I would try to like non-suspiciously grab a bucket and make it look like I'm helping as I walk over, just to ask you, well, what exactly like what are we doing? What happened?
Everyone inside confessed to outright murdering people in the side of the town. Gave no sense of remorse. They've been hiding the bodies, utilizing them with Zifli in some horrific purposes, not preventing the spirits of the people to pass on as they manipulate their forms.
Do we know why?
We do not. I would like to make sure that we understand what Zifli is doing and with whom, but as of now, Minerva and I cannot stand for such injustice.
Indeed.
Justice must be served.
Uh-huh.
Are we killing Zifli? Are we waiting for Zifli?
I'm looking for Zifli or for Dallastek. Minerva and I are trying to maintain some sense of either anonymity or lack of complicity in this action, but once Dallastek and Zifli, either or both, arrive, they will be dealt with. Promptly.
And, I guess I'll look around and leave by saying, then this one will watch, and I'll try to find somewhere dark to watch from.
Oh yeah, the dark night.
Do I see people on any of the upper floors trying to get away, like get out of the window?
You would start to see people at the very height of the tower, looking over the edge at the bottom, their hair just a singed mess.
Yeah, for any of the windows that are on the upper floors that are within 30 feet of me, I'm going to thaumaturgy and start slamming them shut.
They are like the murder hole windows. You know
Yeah,
what I
they're
mean?
the like arrow
okay.
slits,
Got
so
it.
they're not sufficient for anybody to get out
Okay,
anyway.
good enough.
Part of why that was taken into consideration
Fair enough.
already.
Yeah. I'll start fucking with the
Where
water
did you
still
guys
now.
come down from?
We climbed off. We had ropes that we pulled.
So we threw fire down the shaft at the top, and
Yeah.
then threw fire in
From
the
the bottom.
windows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was a slide down
Yeah.
into the murder holes because there was a bunch of there were floors with bedding and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess as I go to leave, I'm actually going to turn around and hand you back that horn, and so blow this if you want this one's blade, as I go back to try and find somewhere to hide.
Very good.
Do any of the fires look like they're dying? No?
There's a lot of kindling.
Yeah, there's a
Fantastic.
lot of shit to burn in them buildings.
Fantastic.
From the street, if you're looking up at the murder holes, can you see through the windows?
Yeah.
I'm gonna scooch up in a panic and start bucketing water. I want to get, I want to get 30 feet to the building.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look up into one of the higher windows that I hear people screaming from. I want to call my spirit.
Okay.
just to burn that room more.
Let them burn!
All right. Yeah.
So basically, it's just gonna appear, and it's like,
Boil, boil,
okay, cool,
A well-organized plan, Flint.
big fire.
This is gonna be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that. Your spirit appears, burns that floor down.
Mm-hmm.
This tower.
And I imagine we hear people going, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, right. Horrifying monster.
terrified. The screams of horror and pain
Oh, that's actually even better for us saying we didn't do it.
mixed with more
There's a
horror.
demon.
Are you standing near us?
Even better. I'm going to change the color of the fire with thaumaturgy to make it look like hellfire.
Yes!
All right.
As Minerva just quietly just...
Collapse. Justice, Flint.
So that
Precious
happens.
Justice.
You were keeping an eye out somewhere nearby.
Yeah, as I said, what nearby looks like somewhere I could hide? Like a tree, anything that I think I could elevate myself would be ideal to me.
So this is this corner in Anaxi, right? The guard tower's here. You got a bunch of buildings all around here. So if you went to the building like diagonal from it, or basically the building next door to Orvigo's, you would be able to see like both entrances to the guard tower.
From the roof.
Whether they could come from the south or the north yet.
Sure, then I'll climb up onto the roof of there, trying to hide myself the best I can. And I have 2 jars of algae that I collected, and I want to coat one of my daggers in that algae while I'm waiting.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep that dagger separate from the other 3 I have.
Okay.
I don't know how long that lasts. I guess however long once it's on there. I don't know if it lasts until it's used, but I'm going to make a mental note of which dagger it is and put it, on a different part of my belt so I know.
I like it.
Also, akin to the Disney movie rides, I'm also going to use thaumaturgy to cause harmless tremors in the ground for a minute and make some really loud, banging sounds coming from the sky, like thunder cracks as this demon just wails into the
You hear
building.
people from inside. It's going! It's collapsing!
I just want to walk up to Flint and Crumb and just wrap my arms around hers and just stare at the fire and all.
I'm just gonna stand back from him and just crack my knuckles and just look proudly at my new crew.
As you're watching this tower burn, Stalk, you see sprinting full speed down the pathway towards the southeastern guard tower, Zifley and Dallastek. Just fucking cruising towards this.
Okay. I would fix my attention on them and watch.
Okay. You watch him run forward to the guard tower, and Dallastek just puts his hands to his head. And Zifley looks around, just anger burning in his eyes. You can see he's very, very pissed.
Mm-hmm.
What? What happened here?
I unhook my arms and just hysterically crying, just turn and go, "What happened?"
Make a performance check.
While this is all going on, I'm next door with buckets of water, just trying to put
Keeper gave us
Keeper gave us place from
11.
He goes, "Oh God, are you okay?"
We just got back from our task. What happened?
I don't know. What
I thought you said the tower was safe.
It
We
is.
just fell, and now we're in a burning building.
You're not in it. You're
Not anymore. Look at my skin. Look at his.
I am
And
gonna
we're
hold out all
singed.
my singed flesh and my soot covered
And you see
hair.
him just hand on his head, just. That's a quarter of my. Oh my.
We haven't seen any clergymen the whole time we've been here, right? No
Is he
priests or
looking at
anything?
you? Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. As he would have approached, I would have slipped away so that I didn't look like I was involved at all.
Okay.
I use the bucket ruse just to get up close. So I'd call my spirit and sort of dip out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to move away and I want to change my robes into a clergyman's attire.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put on a face of just a fat older bald man.
Okay.
Just
What is Zifley
very
wearing?
nondescript.
What is Zifley wearing also?
See, he's wearing armor that it's splint armor, which I still don't know how to describe appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna describe it as pieces of metal with wood hanging from it.
Yeah.
He sounds like a wind chime.
Anything else on his person?
Yes. Thank you. On his back,
He's also got a gun.
Big mitts?
on his back, you see the handle of a sword come out, and you see where about halfway between the blade and the handle, there's a big guard that kind of swoops out from the handle toward the point, and it continues all the way back here, and you can see the tip of it on the other end. This sword is clearly taller than this man.
Yeah, I mean, you're crying.
I'm
Very
gonna,
upset.
Hold on.
Go ahead, sorry.
He's looking at her. He looks back at me, sees me covered in soot and singed skin, looks at her. I'm gonna step up behind him and try to pull his sword from its sheath.
Make a sleight of hand check. That's, yeah.
Reward me for my hubris.
Which
18.
He rolled a nat 1.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, you can have that.
Oh, here, let me help you.
Just take the whole class, whatever.
That would look good on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this man's sword out and just from behind him look at you and look at him.
I just shake my head.
You said Dallas text there too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I look at him, shake my head, and then look over to Dallas Deck, still crying. Is he focused on me?
He's staring just at the roof of this building with people just head over, just trying not to die.
I head in my hands, just start to walk up to him like I'm gonna rest my head on his chest to just sob.
Okay.
Dallas Deck or Zifflin?
Dallas Deck.
Dallas Deck?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I still see this from my vantage point?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to move closer while staying behind them stealthily.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach around the side as the clergyman in the color of the hellfire and start screaming, "I told you the end of days was about! This is the coming!"
Just the number 9 on your
Just start screaming and trying to make like a big deal about it.
I am just gonna quickly grab this man from behind and try to run this dude through with his own sword.
Roll to attack. I will give you got proficiency and your strength modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll tell you the damage after you roll.
24.
Roll a d12 damage.
Ooh. I rolled a 5.
Add the strength modifier too?
No, then it is a 9.
Perfect. Pierce Ziffley's back with his own sword. Pull it out and he... Ah!
In
That's why I did it. I needed that moment. Oof!
in doing that,
Ow!
Ouchies.
I want to.
My back.
My spasm again. I see a chiropractor.
What kind of armor was Dallas Deck wearing? You don't have to tell me what it was made out of, but like what was covered.
What do you
Like,
mean what was covered?
Chest, shoulders, forearms,
Oh. And
toes.
waist, shins.
He's wearing like proper armor.
Always neck, armpit, groin.
Yeah, so like a tunic.
You're in his chest. You can right in the dick.
I was hoping to just give me knee, but
You also can absolutely from
For a
back
long.
Right.
come up and under the armpit.
So you said his waist is covered though?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got a belt with like swords and shit hanging off of it.
As I'm like up against him crying, I grab my knife and then just right to the side and then try and reach around to hold his neck. Like, keep him whole.
The old reach around.
Roll to attack.
I do also want to point out that while this is happening, I'm just standing out on the side, just screaming about the end of days, trying to pull any onlookers. Like, if they're not staring at the fire, they're staring at me, not Dallas Tech and Ziffley getting murdered in the street.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10.
They're all on fire.
A 10 will not hit, surprising. I'll give you advantage because you're effectively
Distracted.
a surprise
not the
attack.
guards.
Okay. 15.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Tech. 9 damage.
Correct.
Look at me remembering shit.
Proud of you.
And Shaw, how much did you deal?
7 damage.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And with that, we're gonna roll initiative. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
We gonna set up minis?
Yeah, actually, if you guys want to, if you want to do minis, we can.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for that.
So let's. We're gonna go to a quick intermission chat. We'll be right back, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Indeed.
There we go.
We are.
And we're back.
Bam. All right.
Hello.
Everything's on fire.
Everything's on fire. Welcome back, everybody. We are about to jump into the midst of battle. Thank you for your patience while we were setting up the map, but we're here and we're ready to fight.
Indeed. So, we're going to pick up initiative after... make a strength check to grapple Dallastek.
It's gonna be a 16.
With modifier?
It's just the strength modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
He rolled a 17. 15 on the die.
So I
So,
tried to grab him and he couldn't.
you try to wrap your arm after stabbing him, and he pushes your arm away. And then we're going to go to Stalk, starting initiative proper.
All right. I am going to try to maintain my stealth just as I approach him. I'm just going to try to get right next to him and stab him.
Dallastek or Zifley?
Zifley.
Okay.
That's this one.
No, the big guy.
Big guy.
So, I mean, I'm going to walk up. I'll use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark him, and I'm going to try to stab him.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit him.
Should I make a stealth check, or does he just not see me on the way in? To see if I stay unseen before the
Yeah,
attack.
you can make a stealth check. That's fair.
Sure. It'll be a 17.
He rolled an 11.
All right. So I'm
Man,
trying to
roll
stab him with the poison dagger there, but I don't think it's gonna hit because it looks like it's a 14.
14. Zifley. Yeah, a 14 will not hit.
All right. So I used my bonus action already, so I will try to stab him but miss. And that's me.
Cool. Okay. Now we go to Zifley. He is, after Olaf pierces him with the sword and draws it back, Zifley is going to turn around and try to reach for his sword to grab it back from you.
You got it.
So he's going to make a strength check to wrench it from you.
Okay.
Make a strength save to hold on to it.
$11.
14. Sorry, 13. But he reaches forward and grabs the sword and pulls it back.
Okay.
And I'm going to say at the least that consumes one of his...
Attack actions?
Yes.
Sure.
So he's going to make another. So he's going to swing the sword and hit you with it. Same roll. Same exact roll. It's a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right. So you see him pull back this sword that's way too long for him. His bottom hand, like locked against the pommel, and he's just swinging it down as hard as he can as he just drives it into Olaf. That's a terrible roll. You are going to take 7 slashing damage.
Very
he
good.
pulls this big sword across, slashing into you. That's his action. Just want to make sure. And make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Mhm.
Exclusively? Sure. 12.
12? Okay. That's going to be a problem. I forgot to put a DC in on that. I'll say, oh, there it is right there. Oh, gosh. That. Okay.
Are you considering the maneuver?
Yeah.
8 plus proficiency plus strength mod.
Yep. So that's going to come out to be a 13.
13? Yeah, I fail.
Yep.
I'm a 12.
So you are frightened until the end of your next turn. As he slashes and just and screams, and this giant sword swinging down in the combination of him screaming at you. It's terrifying. And then that'll be his turn. So then we go to Olaf.
Fantastic. I'm going to use my bonus action. And I'm going to invoke my storm runes on my armor.
Okay.
So wherever he struck, I'm going to, with one hand, pull my own axe off of my back, invoke my storm runes. I'll use my reaction and give myself advantage to clear the disadvantage. And I'm going to swipe at him.
Okay.
That is an 18.
An 18 will hit.
It's cute.
It's okay. I've watched so much Forged in Fire, I don't have words.
For 11.
11?
Mhm.
Damn, okay. So you slash forward with your axe, and you collide, we'll say, like, rib region.
Oh yeah, he's not bigger than me. I'm swiping like down at him.
Like you're golfing.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Right into the ribs. You see him recoil from the hit, just as he starts to adjust his sword to bring it back for another swing.
And I'm good.
All right. And then we're gonna go to Crom.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue standing out there screaming nonsense as this priestly man, and I'm gonna start walking towards them just by a little bit because I'm like I'm within 10 feet of Olaf right now, right?
Correct.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna pace back and forth right where I'm at then, and I'm gonna use my action to call my wildfire spirit. But I'm going to continue screaming as an old man, yelling like, "It comes forth to claim thee! You brought evil upon us all!"
I love it.
And I'm going to have it walk out of the fire. So that it's just like, it looks like it's still coming from the fire.
Okay.
Where's this going?
You could put it right between the two of those guys. No, back a little bit.
In the fire.
Like in between the fires.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, right there.
And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use my bonus action to command it to walk to within 5 feet of Zifley on its turn.
Okay.
And that'll, yeah, that's my thing. And then he shares my my initiative, so he's gonna move up. It's gonna be a dex save for Zifley. Anybody within 10 feet, which I think is only Zifley, right?
Catches Minerva also.
That is a 9.
Unless
so
you
9,
want to
dex saves 13.
Yeah. Or no, if you go that way more,
Yeah,
you would
it's
catch
fine, I'll
Jessa.
I have a 14 on the die, so.
Yeah, it's a 13 dex save, so you're gonna catch these hands.
Is it half if you succeed?
No, it just says it's either that or nothing at all.
Okay.
Yeah. You either fail it or you don't.
Simply passed.
You failed.
Oh, you failed?
Yeah, so he's gonna take
And you passed.
6 fire damage
Okay.
as this demon just walks out of the fire there.
I like it. You see that figure, bones and roots and just a conglomeration of shit just walk out, flames and embers sparking in the air behind it as it walks forward to Zifley, and its flames kind of start leaping onto him. Can we go to Flint?
Okay. So I am going to look at Zifley and lock my hands together and twist them, and I'm going to cast Hold Person. So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So I would like Olaf to beat him into the ground.
That is a 10.
Okay, he fails. He
Hammer him
is
into the stone like a nail.
incapacitated and paralyzed for a minute. Every time at the end of his turn, he gets to remake the save. You're welcome.
He's fucked. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope. That's
Cool.
because I have to concentrate, so I can't.
What kind of
hex him.
saves was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the end of his turn, he can repeat that save.
Okay. And we go to Dallastek. He, after pushing Minerva's arm away, is going to turn around and face you. And he is going to attempt to grapple you.
That's fine.
So make a acrobatics or athletics check.
It's gonna be an 11.
21.
Fuck. All right.
So he reaches out and grabs like the collar of your armor and just holds you in place as you see him raise his sword and just bring it down. Sword, right? Sword. Yep. It's a scimitar. So he starts to bring the scimitar down. That is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Okay. Yep. You take 4 slashing damage as he brings the sword down and slashes into you and keeps his grip on your collar, just help holding you there.
Okay.
I lied. That was nice. That's better.
For who?
You. No, for him. That's going to be a 9 damage instead.
A 4.
Yeah. Instead, not on top of,
Okay.
in place
Okay.
of.
All right, that's fine.
As he slashes down with his sword and makes like clean contact into your like collarbone region.
Okay.
And that's going to be his turn.
Okay.
And now we go to you.
So he's got me by the collar.
Uh-huh.
My hands are free.
Yeah.
Am I facing him or is my back to him?
No, you'd be facing him.
Okay, great.
the arm.
I want to use what is it?
Murder. Take the arm.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him and point my hands towards his eyes and try and blind him.
Using...
Produce flame.
Oh, you want to cook his eyeballs? Oh.
He ain't seen shit.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Oh my god!
We're getting there.
It's gonna be an 18 to hit.
18.
What's the AC of his eyeballs?
All right. Yeah, that hits.
And then...
Got plate mail in my eyelids.
Oh,
Yeah.
got metal eyes.
Hungry eyes.
It's the uh-oh eyes.
Sorry, I'm just
You're
reading
fine.
up on Hunter's Mark. I think it's an extra D6. Yep. Oh, come on. It takes 4 damage.
4.
4.
Okay. So you hold your hand up in front of his face and like just flames fire out of your hand towards his face. And you watch as they scorch off all the hair on his face and you see clear burn marks like spreading out from his eyes. You feel his hand loosen for a moment off your armor and then just reclasp and grab on again. He is blinded, but you're still grappled.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Then we go to Chessa.
Alright. I am going to... None of these guys look at all like bloodied, right? They're doing...
Also, before you take your turn, just as a reminder for everybody how the paralyzed condition works, the creature automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and an attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Who's paralyzed?
Ziffly.
Zifflin's paralyzed.
Just since not all of us are familiar with the conditions, and I had to read it, so
How
it's
close?
relevant to tell everybody.
How close is my spirit? Real quick.
10 feet.
10 feet. I'm just planning for
He
the
doesn't
next one. I
repeat the
just can't
save
see.
until his turn, right? It's not like if he takes damage.
End of
Correct.
his turn.
Yeah. No. It's just end of his turn.
Well, that's end this man's whole career.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna be having a hard time here. And you said he's incapacitated as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. He can't take actions or reactions.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's a great spell.
Yeah, that's a strong one. Especially on a fighter who has no whiz.
No wisdom, you say?
I mean, he has
With or without whiz.
some
No
wisdom.
wisdom, you say?
No whiz.
Some wisdom.
Without.
You're a fool.
I am.
This is bad.
What?
I mean, I can't do much.
Make the fire bigger.
Go T! Go!
Dallastek's blind if you want
Can
to
I-
whisper scary things in his ear.
Yes. Nice and scary.
Dom, we got a friend.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll let the mods handle it.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting about that.
So this isn't gonna be super helpful this round, but I'm gonna use my radiant soul ability, and
Pardon me?
I'm an Asimar, my friends.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
So I have wings now.
Nice.
And I
what
have
the fuck?
flying speed.
Okay.
So I'm.
Harvest the feathers.
Please don't.
I could use those wings.
You're one of them.
So I'm going to fly up above this, and I'm just going to put myself here, but I'm going to be probably about, say, 25 feet above this group,
Okay.
and that will be my action.
Cool. Anything on your bonus action?
I don't think I can do anything on my bonus action. Nope.
Alrighty. So we go back around to the top with Stalk.
But at this point, I can see everyone.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try and stab Ziffly with this poisoned dagger.
Okay.
Kill the paralyzed man.
That's 22 to 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah. That hits. And it's a crit because he's
Yup. How much damage does this algae poison do?
a D10.
Okay. So you got a D10 for the poison, a D4 for the dagger, a D6 for sneak attack, and a D6 for hunter's mark.
Rick.
Well, he's dead.
I'm gonna need this calculator at level 2.
Big damage. That's a lot of damage.
And the caps.
Good God.
And the cats.
Rip Zipley.
10
Ripley.
plus 4
Ripley.
Just thinking the same.
plus 6.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, he's dead.
Alright, 47 damage.
The weird. Bizarre.
What is he up to?
So a dagger to the brain.
That's significant.
Oh my god! Just everything in him starts melting.
So you take your dagger and you stab, like, right toward the temple. And you watch as you kind of miss and glance off just a little bit, and you get all right here below his eye into the bridge of his nose. You watch his blood just begin spilling down his face.
Alright,
Get him.
yeah, I'm gonna do it again then. I guess
Fucking do it again.
as
Fucking do
somebody
it again.
proficient with poison, would I think that the poison's all gone? Or would I think there'd still be some on the dagger?
There's still some on the dagger.
Okay, then I'll yank it out and use the same dagger.
Okay.
That's a 18 to hit.
That hits, so it's a crit.
Alright, no sneak attack though, so much less. Still hunter's mark though. 7.
Good night, Prince.
Probably.
37.
It's a flat one, isn't it?
Describe how you kill Zipley.
I guess I'm gonna aim for that spot I missed with the second dagger stab and just try and get him right in the temple.
Yeah. So you all watch as Stalk stabs through with a dagger. You watch it slash Zipley's face and pull back as he, and on the second he turns his head away and just, you watch as Zipley's body just kind of goes limp and falls to the ground.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna yank that dagger out with use my foot as leverage to pull it out of his corpse and be ready to keep going on my next turn.
I like it. He's dead, so now we go to Olaf.
Fantastic. I'm going to use my bonus action and invoke my frost rune on my axe
Okay.
and increase my strength score. And then, well, I'm going to trust that you'll do the thing. I'm going to ready my action. And after he casts Hold Person on Dallastek, I'm going to hit Dallastek.
Okay. Yep.
It's my turn.
You see those spectral chains go out.
Yep. I'm just. No.
Like
Ready.
T-ball.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Just eyeing them up.
So then we go to Crom.
The day of reckoning has come!
There's an angel.
Yeah, I know! It's perfect. Angels and demons! The battleground is here! The wicked have fallen for their sins! The fire will spit forth from the demon's mouth! On which my fiery spirit is gonna just... It's gonna spit forth fire at Dallas-Tech.
He's holding me, just a heads up.
It's fine.
Yeah, so
No, doesn't he have you like that?
No, he's
It's grab. There's a grapple.
like within arm's length.
It's fire. I'll be fine.
You're made of
It's
fire.
fine.
You
I
are
live for the
fire.
flames.
I live for the flames.
Feeling
Alright.
spicy.
Do.
Big ouch.
Oof.
Yikes.
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
It hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is going to do 7 fire damage.
7? Okay. Your fire breath flies forth from the demon, and you see it hit Dallas-Tech, and it singes the hair like... it would hit him from the front. You watch it singe the hair on half of his face and just run it back.
Further
Just-
burning his eyes.
Yeah, this man's scorched. And we go to Flint.
Is he still holding me at this point?
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Okay.
Please don't leave me!
I'm so scared.
What's happened, Stephanie?
Yeah, I'm gonna look to Dallas-Tech. I'm gonna lock my fingers together and recite the Eldritch Incantation and cast Hold Person again.
Right.
Wisdom save.
I like singing them good old Eldritch songs.
Nat 1.
4.
Yeah.
Sing me song, you're the piano man.
So now I imagine that would make his grapple on her end.
Yes, because he's
We're all
incapacitated.
held.
Because he's incapacitated.
We're just holding
right.
each other.
So he just drops his arm.
I grab him back.
And you see him just kind of like stuck there. He can't move. You see him like wide-eyed, blinking. Just he's also
he's
blind.
blind.
Shit, there's nothing left in those eye sockets.
He's also blind. Yeah. So. And then
Yeah, 19. Okay. And then
Send him home.
19 damage.
okay.
Done my job.
You can retire now.
That should be.
I would just like to clarify that they're spectral fuzzy handcuffs as well.
All over his body. Like big handcuffs that like encapture
Yeah.
around his ribs.
Yeah, it's like
Like a fuzzy straight jacket?
Yeah, it's really
Sitting there, he's like, oh no!
like fuzzy hula hoops, but real skinny. With some spectral chain between them.
Well, at least he's going out the way he lived.
Fuzzy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, he
so
was the
you-
fuzz.
You fuzzy man.
That's a crit.
Yeah, I counted it
Okay,
as that.
cool. I just thought about that. Good. You slash into him. Your great axe coming down and just really cleaving into him. You watch as it slashes like chest to belly, like pretty much straight diagonally like that. You see blood just spilling from below his leather armor, just kind of like pooling around his feet. And then we go to him. He's blind,
And paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Can't take actions or reactions.
Can't take actions.
Uh-huh.
So that's his turn.
So he
You
has to
repeat
remake
the
the
save.
save.
What is it? A wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom save.
What's your speed?
That's an 18.
Oh.
Yeah,
never mind.
that'll pass.
Okay.
I'm feeling better.
So you see him you see his arm kind of come up and start to wipe at his eyes, and you see him just looking around as he notices he's blind.
There's nothing.
There's nothing left.
That's his turn. So we go to Minerva.
I want to just walk up to him and right in his ear go, I am a warrior of justice. You have one chance to redeem your life or we'll slaughter you in the streets. Do you agree to tell us information to live?
Ah!
You can nod yes or no, or else I'm going to kill
And
you.
you see him just reaching for his eyes and looking around, just ah!
3. Still nothing.
This is a blind man on fire.
And he was about to be a roasted fucking Christmas meal.
Basically, he's not really paying attention to what he's hearing. He's a blind man who is set on fire and is not sure if he's on fire anywhere else right now. This man's terrified.
I mean, I'll say one more time if you want the chance to live.
You could just
Kill him.
Yeah?
or you
All
could
right.
just grapple him either.
That was
Or.
so we could just manacle him.
Yeah.
He's blind.
Yeah, I want to just grapple him. I'm going to just grip him up and keep his feet off the ground. I don't want him knowing how far off the ground he is, but I'm just holding him up. off
Make
the
a
ground.
strength check. Oh, man.
12.
22. And that's with disadvantage.
Really?
Strong man.
Damn. All right.
Strong man.
So you reach forward to grab onto him, and as he's flailing around, just you can't get a good grip on him as he's just frantically screaming and running.
Would that count as my action, or would I be able to still hit him?
That would count
Yeah,
as your
it is
action.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. After that, we will go to Chessa.
Is this man bloody?
Yes.
So I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Okay.
Well, I guess in his area. It's
Sleep's
Spell-
always a gamble.
such a weird spell.
I like
too.
sleep. Let's see what happens.
So.
Olaf, tired.
Then he'll just snore and hold at his eyes.
Yeah, what is the area on sleep? Like, who has to be in the...
Where is he? He's
He's in front of me.
Yeah, he's that.
He's
He's
the
the
guy
little
with the
guy
hammer.
hammer.
yeah. So sleep is a really weird spell,
Mhm.
and
Goes off at hit points.
yeah. So ignores unconscious creatures within 20 feet of a point that I choose, and starting with the creature that has the lowest hit point. Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious.
So if you put it back this
Yeah,
way,
back that
you'll
way.
just get me and him most likely.
Yeah.
Or
And me as well.
yeah, I was gonna say either me and him or her and him, but
You didn't take any damage.
I haven't been
yet,
touched.
so-
No.
What's your hit point total?
23.
Let it ride.
Not great, but you have to hit somebody with
Yeah.
him.
So
Am I also being hit by this?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on where it's placed.
Yeah,
I would assume
gonna
no.
place
It would choose
over
stalk
here.
over you.
Okay.
Yeah. So we.
Am I
have-
within that 20 feet?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna. 21.
It would go to stalk first.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's not enough to.
Right.
Put you to sleep.
All right. That was my.
Could you imagine if that had worked though? And he, oh, I'm sleepy now. Just went to
On
bed.
fire,
Yeah.
blind.
Alright, we can try again in a minute.
Yeah, we'll rough him up a little bit more,
Yeah.
and then try again.
Then we
I
go.
got one more cast of that, so.
Very good.
We go back to the top with stalk.
Murderer.
Alright, yeah, I'm
lightly
gonna.
stabbing.
He is not paralyzed, right? So
Right.
no,
No,
normal
not
attacks? Alright. Alright, so first attack, I'm gonna try to get him.
Unseen
It's a 13.
13.
Oh,
will
is he
He's
blinded?
blind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so it would be with advantage, right?
Yeah, yeah, because
Unseen.
Still 13. Exactly
Okay.
the same roll. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
you say something?
No.
Oh, sorry.
If that didn't hit, I'll just make my second attack.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
Are you blind also? Did that spell hit you?
I thought I heard you say something. I was
So
like,
25 to hit that time.
yeah, that hits.
Okay. So. I'm assuming has the poison run out by now?
Did you hit with your? Yeah,
I've
you
hit
did.
with it twice.
Yeah. So
Okay. So then it's gonna be 15 damage.
I don't know. Phew. All right.
And that's me.
Cool. Okay. So you stab forward with your dagger into this blind, flailing man. You get it right in between, I'll say, one of the joints of the leather armor where it's the weakest, and it slides in, stabs him in the ribs, and you see the blood beginning to pour more heavily. And we go to friend Olaf.
Yeah, I'm gonna cleave him. 25.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
For 7.
Okay.
And then I'll action surge.
Okay.
And I'll do it again.
I fucking do it again.
17.
Describe how you kill him.
For the hit, does he have 1 hit point
Oh,
left?
Jesus, no, I'm sorry, you're right.
It's a 17 on the hit.
That hits.
Okay. Turn to me. For 6.
Okay. Still alive.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
You slash forward with your great axe, and you hit him again squarely in the chest, breaking the armor. It's starting to like peel away now.
Mm-hmm.
And as it comes around, you backhand swing once more down toward the other side of him. You catch him like upper shoulder region and slashes in, and he's hurting, bleeding really heavily. One of his arms is just kind of limp down by his side. We go to Crom.
Burning! Burn the city! I'm gonna actually approach him while still just wildly flailing my arms and screaming about the day of reckoning and the end of days. And grab him by his shoulders and be, Brother, we need to go because you have brought sin and need to repent! And I'm gonna headbutt him. And I want to knock him out.
Okay. Make an attack roll. We'll treat it as an unarmed strike. Well, it is an unarmed strike, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 12.
A 12 will not hit. So you swing your head forward after you try to headbutt him. You hit him, and he just blinks at you. Still.
And then for my bonus action...
My spirit's gonna headbutt him.
Stab him in the eyes with a stick face.
Well,
Pop.
Yeah.
Grapes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold him still, because I guess at that point, if I walked up that way, I'd be this way.
You
to
don't
go
have
to-
him grappled.
Well, no, I'd just be like this to headbutt him. So he would be facing me. Spirits behind him. Yeah, I'm gonna shout Demon Spawn
Okay.
and have it spit.
Okay. Roll to attack.
So, 1... Oh, good God.
yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to roll damage, or is
Yeah.
it just dead?
Yeah, roll damage.
Oh, capped it both times. Oh, so good. It's gonna be 14 fire damage.
Describe how you kill him.
I go to incapacitate him, and he doesn't. He doesn't drop, so I call the wildfire spirit. Yes, shouting about the demon, and yeah, fire just erupts out of this thing's unhinged jaw and just envelops this man, and he just crumples and burns.
Yep. And you see Dallas deck, especially on a nat 20, you would see him just get hit with the flame, and then his armor and weaponry and everything just down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
You've killed Zifley and Dallas deck.
Fantastic. Olaf, do you still have that bag?
Which one?
The one with our souvenirs?
Yeah.
I take my scimitar,
Okay.
walk over to Zifley,
Okay.
just start cutting him like steak. Take
Okay.
his head off.
As you go to do that, I'm going to...
You got the kill on him, right?
Yeah, I'm going to walk over and put 2 silver coins over his eyes
Mm-hmm.
as you're cutting.
I'm gonna take his hinder.
Okay.
This is mine now, DJ.
It's fair. It's a reskinned great axe.
Gotcha.
So it does same
Yep.
D12, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take his hat off and I just whisper to his face, I hope you never find peace. And I just, doop. Here you go.
All right.
Does he have anything in his pockets?
Make an investigation check.
Also, how's his armor looking?
Hurt, broken.
It's a 2.
A 2?
You stabbed him in the back. You know.
You see he had armor and a sword. You're not able to find much in his pockets except for a key. I'll give you a key.
Okay, I take the key.
Keys to
And
the
then I just-
kingdom.
So do we own Anaxi now, or?
I'm gonna revert to
Tower
my.
just still completely engulfed in flames.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting it out. I'll light it up even more.
I'm gonna
What's-
continue to do what I was working on before this fight started happening.
Keep her
and keep
game
the fire away from Orgava's
That's
place.
fair.
Okay. Are there like more guards coming? What's it look like around us? Like, anybody watch us just do that?
Yeah, I mean, there's some onlookers that watch the battle take place. Some would begin to run and flee, just screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Others would just be standing there, hand over their mouth, just staring. And you watch as more guards do eventually show up. I'll say probably after you finish like retrieving the key from his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They run up and the first one goes, "Hey! Hey, what the fuck?"
I'm gonna emerge from the mass of them, disguised as Zifley. No need to go on here. We caught someone trying to set a fire.
Do I see him do this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't hiding it this
Okay,
time.
I'm gonna disguise myself as Dallas Deck and walk over and wrap my arm around Zifley.
Oh my god. Yep. Alright.
We caught a couple of bandits trying to burn down it. Well, they did burn down the guard tower.
I'm gonna kick at the dead, decapitated body of Zifley that is now no longer recognizable because we've taken his head.
And his sword.
Mm-hmm.
You're also huddled over what's his face too, I would assume, right?
Alright, so
Well,
I
Dallas Deck burned him.
Oh yeah, he's ash.
He's ash and a little bit of metal.
There's actually no effort.
Perfect crime. I'm justice.
You can actually
Just gonna start kicking the justice into the lake.
And I would have already
clean
called
this
my
up.
spirit back anyway, so the spirit's gone as well.
Okay.
The onlookers only saw just the people getting beaten down, fire, a demon, and an angel.
Guess you can call this the sign
And it was
justice.
the end of days.
He goes, well, alright.
Carry on.
Alright, I guess just
Back to bed.
see ya.
There's still a fire burning.
There's nothing I can do. It's stone.
Just let it happen.
Just let the wood burn out. It'll go out on its own. It's not going to set the stone on fire.
Yes,
the ground is stone.
Well, I suppose just return to your barracks then.
This man is just like, alright.
See you in the morning.
And he just stares at Zifley, just cold, angry eyes, just, yeah,
I'm not paying you to stand here. Go.
you're going to pay me. He
What?
turns and starts to walk away.
I'm gonna gesture to my axe.
Yeah, my hands are flaming. We Justice Part 2?
I don't really know if we tolerate people speaking to our leader like that.
Olaf, throw the sword.
No, that's Zifley's sword.
We'll just like throw him, then you can go get it. Like a javelin.
Sometimes, Flint.
I'm just kind of caught up in the justice right now.
I want a justice high. A justice lust.
I'm all hopped up on justice, too.
Just lust.
Justice, too. Yeah.
I
No,
suppose.
we'll deal with him in the morning.
All
Do you
right,
still have a problem?
fair. Okay.
Is there any more screaming coming from the tower, or has everybody
They're
burned?
dead.
They're dead.
They're all fucking dead.
Yeah, if they're not dead up top, can we like Eldritch blast them off the roof? Or something? I gotta get them all.
Yes.
Done.
Really caught up in the
Yeah, I mean,
justice.
I've got my arrow thing. I was like, just
No
shoot
witnesses.
blasts off each other.
Thank heavens and the souls are fought.
Just snipe them off the roof. Is everybody up there?
They're all dead.
Very
Okay.
good.
Because the floors all the way up through that building were wooden. So
Okay.
as they ran up,
Yeah, they started collapsing and falling down. That's why we burnt up and down. So it's when there was a pancake middle.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Everyone in that guard tower is dead.
Just as sandwiches.
I'm gonna start putting out the fire towards the bottom.
Okay.
I just want to put my hand down and go, no, let it burn. Just let it burn.
Arcavis is right next door.
It's not going to reach. Everything in the inner room is stone.
It'll go out eventually.
Besides, Crom and Minerva do enjoy a good fire pit, and I think
Because I'm still simply.
I think they've deserved it. They've earned it.
So what seems to be the problem that had happened here?
Is there anyone else in our area?
Civilians that are still just kind of staring at the husk of a guard tower, shocked.
Yes, Minerva and I stepped in, found some individuals fighting at the fire pit, and the ruckus caused some embers to spread, and...
You called forth a demon, I'd say.
Yes, seems like it.
Did you pull your wings back in, or are they still
They
out?
only last a minute, so they probably, as I went, it
fighting
probably
with the
would
flames.
would have concluded.
It appears that the higher powers are on our side today.
Absolutely. I think
Divine
it would be,
intervention, I think they call it.
yes, I think it would be best if we escort you home, Mr. Zifley.
Absolutely. Do you think we should stop by the other guard tower on our way?
It's been
Make
very
sure that
long.
there's no other
fires.
Oh, no!
An evening of flame?
Oh.
I think we might be able to give them some new direction.
Absolutely, Dennis
Perhaps.
Tech. We need to get you some fresh armor.
Yes, it's terribly broken.
I'm just now realizing our voices sound the same now.
My eyes are a little dry. Need some eye drops.
I think it's best if we go to your...
Yeah, just take you
Home?
straight home, Ziffley. This is a lot
Well,
to
I
deal
think,
with.
given the state of things, you're not going to be sleeping here tonight. You can stay at my house.
Thank you, Zifley.
I'll stay there
No.
too.
Where do I live?
We should have had that guard escort you home.
I've been drinking a bit much, apparently. Can't remember
Perhaps
my way home.
we can catch him and have him escort us back.
Excuse me, sir. Can you take me where I live?
Take me home. I had a very stressful evening.
I'm sure we can find it.
The biggest house in Anaxi, I would assume.
Yes.
Do we see Selm down there?
Oh, he's dead. He's gonna sneeze. Oh,
I was yawning. Do you see Selm where?
At, like, the base of the carnage.
Mm-mm.
We just
No.
see arms out.
As I
of
say, do we
windows.
see really long arm bones?
Flailing like flags off the... If we could find another guard, we can say that we're concerned for Ziffley's safety and have them help us guide him home.
Sure.
Maybe you are concerned for my safety. It's a very dangerous town to live in.
Sure, and I wish we could take you home if we knew where that was.
Yeah, as I eye what's happening around us, I just want to very quietly say that we should get out of here. This ruse can't last long. Just looking at how many people are around.
Yeah,
give you the horn.
We'll start making our way to the next.
We'll send somebody out to inspect it in the morning. Everybody, go home for the night. Fire's not going to travel very far on the stone.
Who are you addressing?
The crowd.
Just around
Yeah,
anybody in the
anybody
general
that
area.
is still in the area.
Make a performance check
Oh.
to mimic Ziffley's voice.
You can have an 18 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. It's 18. You rolled an 18.
Okay.
Yeah, you succeed.
Yeah. Good old Gordon.
Yeah, you succeed.
Go home!
And you see the people just staring, just...
This is a very dark day for Nanaxi. I'm sure it will be addressed in the morning once we find out more information as to what had happened.
Ziffley, you're quite the talker.
Yes.
Let's take you home and just start guiding you.
It's been a long day.
Rather old these days.
It's been an
Rather
old
old.
day. I'm gonna make sure I kick Ziffley's body into the lake.
Okay.
That's fine. Everything's good. Yeah, I'm sure if we just wander around the west area, we'll find Zifley's house eventually.
Yeah.
Knock on doors. Do I live here?
Is this my house?
I've had a bit much to drink.
No, just pick
You
a
have the
house.
key.
I'm Zifley.
Yeah, you
Hey,
have.
kicking a door. This is mine now.
You do have a key. We can just try some doors. Oh no, doesn't fit.
It's like on the message boards the next morning. Zifley's been drinking.
Zifley lost his house. Oh man, like did he not have the money? No, it's just gone.
Yeah.
If found, please find me.
All right, yeah, you make your way.
Over to the west area.
Yep, over to the west side. Cross over the bridge. As you cross over the bridge, there's a guard standing there. And... Hey, hell went on back there?
Brother, I need your help. We think there was an attack on the guard tower.
Oh,
Zifley's life is in danger. We need you to help us guide him back to his home.
And mine.
oh, I think Zifley can handle his own. Zifley's a strong man.
Do you see the smoke coming from the guard tower?
You're also burned.
Yeah, but he's walking away from it, so he must have been all right.
Zifley, do you feel safe walking home by yourself?
Not at all.
I need you to help us take him home. And I kind of just like straighten my shoulders out and go, do you not care about your leader? Do you wish to see ill harm happen to him?
I don't think he has suspenders, but this feels wrong.
I mean, he's kind of a piece of shit, but he pays me, so fine.
Called him a piece of shit in front of Zifley. Called Zifley a piece of shit in front of Zifley. You called Zifley a piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking murk this man. We gotta keep this ruse. I'm doing that one. It's a great time. Is there a banana peel that I can? What?
Can I assist by putting dancing light in his eyes?
Yeah, I'll let you roll again. I will say with advantage since he's got dancing lights in his eyes blinded.
You got it.
He just falls off the pier. Ah!
18.
18, that'll hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 15 damage.
No, we're getting him home!
And you watch as his head just
Cleats right off.
and flips into the air and it drops down through the holes in the necks.
God damn
I
it.
suppose you think the attacker could be working for our side then?
Absolutely, a mole of sorts.
We
got him!
I'm gonna take this guy's body and just hum as I drag it over to the hole.
The cleanest case I've ever
His
handled.
armor.
Oh yeah. I'll
Would
take
his
it.
armor be comparable to Dallas Tech's armor? Probably not as nice,
No.
but
No.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm gonna drop his body in the hole.
Drop his body down the hole, and after a couple moments, you hear sploosh.
he could have been the one that lighted the fire after all.
Absolutely, he seemed very antagonistic towards helping you, Zifley. Grave concerns in my eyes.
I fear for my life.
Yes, and just straight disrespect in your presence to you. Couldn't stand for
In
that.
my city.
Exactly. And Axie has... We've got a code here. We all abide by it. Part of the crew.
Yeah, you begin walking around finding the
It's not really
Time to go home.
It's more a guideline.
Time to go home.
As you're walking along, it should show on the map, but if not, I'll just describe it. The way the west side's kind of laid out is like ascending tiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like that's not really exactly what I wanted it to look like, but
But it's like a terrace where it's like...
yeah, each one's like a step up, and the road kind of like snakes around and ends at the top, and then you just
So we're going to the castle in the sky.
you're just gonna go all the way to the top, where at the northwest side of Nanaxi, you see what looks to be another guard tower, but it's much bigger than the last one, much wider, taller.
Needs more fire.
And as you approach it, there's two guards standing out front. He goes, "Hey, Zifley, welcome back."
Yes, hi. Have you seen the terrible thing that had happened in the east?
Yeah, you still see the smoke?
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Me neither.
We need to get Zifley to his room. I need you to move.
You need to get Zifley where? Where are you taking him?
We need to take him to a room.
Oh, to a room.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, this is his house. So he can go in any room.
That's what I said. We need to take him to his room.
Oh, yeah, just go in then. You don't have to tell me that. He lives here.
When does your shift end?
When can it end?
Right now.
You see,
What time is it?
Now it's getting to be like 10, 11 o'clock.
I'm gonna pull my sundial out of my pocket.
Just the chain from your hip.
How long have you been on duty?
3
Long
years.
enough? Long enough for me to work up a thirst, and I got a new cask of ale that needs tapping, so...
Well, I think given the circumstances of tonight, you may go.
You're a good boss, Mr. Blumenhoff.
I have my 3 people here.
Mr.
Have a
Excuse
good
me.
one.
You see him just...
Oh, so Mr. Blumenhoff now, not Ziffley.
See him walk away all chipper.
I'm gonna kill him too.
Gonna drink the ale. Gonna drink the ale.
My name's Barry. It's Ziffley. It's
Ziffley. Killing all
all
folks.
ale.
Shall we adjourn?
Yeah, so I
to
go.
your house.
Got the key.
Yeah, I go to the
So I would
door.
need the key from you or whoever. We're opening the door.
I just motion on
After
in.
you, Mr. Ziffley.
You walk
She
in,
has my house keys.
and it has this...
Oh,
has
I'm
this-
so tanked.
a similar layout to the last guard tower, staircase leading around. However, this one does have a guardrail on the inside of the on the stairs.
Oh, good. No falling to our death.
Yeah, the guardrail you see is very ornate. Every
Spindle.
yes, it's not the word I was looking for, but it's
Rung.
nope, that's not it either. There's an actual word for them. I just can't remember what
Potato
it is.
cannon.
Yes, potato cannon.
Every potato cannon.
On
in its
each
place.
potato cannon running from the stair to the handrail above it.
She's died.
No, each pillar or each spindle running you see is very ornately carved in a twisted form. The handrail itself is gold. I mean, it's very, very pretty. All of the stone walls are lined with some form of tapestry, ranging from like a giant tapestry depicting a waterfall. There's one that would have a gray square set on a blue background with 3 blue squares in the center.
On the painting, is there like any sort of like a hallmark or a signature at the bottom of it?
They're tapestries.
My mother made that.
I don't think there would be signatures on them, though.
Mama Ziffley.
Yeah, and I mean, the downstairs is very... It's got a red rug laid down, nice wooden chairs.
She made those too.
Very, very active lady. I mean, if there's no one in here around, right? I feel like we just fucking ransack the place and leave.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I guess once we see there's nobody here, I'm
No ties
gonna
to
ask
Nanaxi.
what is the plan? What
No, I have no ties to Nanaxi. Ziffley died and we're gone. Problem
Yep.
solved.
Well, unless the guards decide to uprise, treating Ziffley as a martyr.
Ziffley's still here.
True. The opinion is that we've gotten so far is they pretty much fucking hate him.
Yes.
He's an asshole. So
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like the people
Well,
deserve to know
few
what's
few
going on
bad
with their
things
dead,
happen.
though.
Ziffley goes home. People go to see where Ziffley is the next day, and there's nothing in his home, and Ziffley's nowhere to be found.
Yes. Ziffley doesn't look like a martyr if it looks like he fled.
He looks like he just ripped off a bunch of
Yes.
people and left them to pick up the
Correct.
pieces.
And
Ziffley
Melvin's
was-
loved ones? What of them? They don't know what happened to their loved one. I feel like we should at least do the people justice in telling them.
Oh, absolutely. Find out what they were doing.
Right.
well, if they're
And then we'll
Ziffley
leave.
is gone. He's portrayed as a coward. We actively in the town center or whatever it is we want to do. You guys can make your demonstration as to how Ziffley was a nefarious bad man, and we drove him off.
Okay.
Do we still think that we should have Tabitha flee?
No, not needed now. We can gather her in the morning.
Yeah.
What of the other guards?
Well, they'll, I assume, acquiesce if they were intimidated by Ziffley and we slaughtered him. Or made him run away. We either defeated him in an honorable combat one-on-one and he chose to leave, or he thought that he could not win and left.
Or perhaps in our display tomorrow, we could possibly announce that if anybody comes forward as a guard, they have the chance to redeem themselves and no longer commit these crimes. Or if we find out that they were guards, we could kill them.
Absolutely. We also do have Zifley's head still, so, I mean, if we would like to lay claim to his
Get rid
death,
of him, yes.
yes, we can lay claim to his death and see how the people in town react.
I mean, we definitely saw people see us, right? So I just interject that, like, our lie, there are witnesses. And we're probably not sure how many, since we killed him fairly publicly in front of onlookers.
Absolutely.
So we should be careful how we proceed.
Yes. I think laying claim to his death and doing it as a way of liberating Nanaxi from the horrific injustices, and that we are, one could say, agents of justice, having done the right thing.
Yes, I think most people hated him and his loyalty was purchased. So, I doubt we'll have too much trouble with the guards anyway. They were paid and did a job, but...
Yes, we can also ransack all of the goods, and any individuals who, I suppose we could say, do the right thing will be rewarded. There must be valuables here inside of Zifley's home, and ideally there is more information about what he was doing. So I say we ransack the place, prepare to make our announcement tomorrow.
Is there anything that we should have Zifley do before he ends up where he is?
Depends on what we find in the house. If we find something incriminating him, it will be beneficial to have him perhaps caught maybe with a body, trying to flee. Or it could just be best to make it known that we did kill him because we had found things out. But I don't think there is anything necessarily we should commit to doing now before we've ransacked the place.
Did you find out what he was doing with the bodies?
No.
We just found Melvin's corpse in the guard tower.
Yes, we know they're being shipped. We don't know to where. We don't know to whom. That's why ideally upon ransacking the place we will find that information out. But problem is handled. Now we have a new problem to face.
There weren't any coffins in the main floor of Zifley's house,
No.
correct? Was there any, like, boxes or anything in that foyer area? No?
Nope.
Well, start digging.
We also know that all the guards who were at least in that guard tower must know that in those boxes were bodies.
I mean, multiple guards admitted to trying to kill as many as possible
Yes.
for the reward, so
Yes.
murderers, all of them.
Absolutely.
We could perhaps bring Tabitha out and have her...
Speak on behalf. Yeah?
I mean, as far as what she knew, though, it was just conjecture.
She says she saw the straw under the...
I mean, a single eyewitness, though, does not really serve as justice for killing the leader of the town.
That's assuming she's the single eyewitness.
This is true.
There's been rumor.
Others may come forward.
Possibly.
This one worries it runs very deep, considering how much money we know was being paid for bodies, and we know the whole guard is involved now.
Absolutely.
It almost definitely doesn't end with Zifley.
No. I think that our decision should be made after we ransack his home.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely look around.
Mm-hmm. Everyone make an investigation check.
Give me the loot.
Nat 20.
2.
9.
3.
And that's
16.
plus 5, so 25.
19.
All right. I'm glad you're finding this. You begin looking through, like, items, drawers, chests, crates, things around that would house things. You pull open a drawer and you see a piece of paper. Kind of pick it up and start to look at it. You see a little sketch of yourself appear in, like, the bottom left-hand corner.
Up here?
Appear. And then at the top, property owner. Or it would say West 3-6. And then have, like, a Z stamp. And you kind of blank, set it back down, and the paper goes blank again. Pick it up, same thing. Sketch appears. property owner. Shows the property you own.
West. What?
3-6, I think is what I said. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot everyone rolled. That was really dumb of me. Then we'll go to Stalk next. You would find... Why did I write that instead of just doing it? 10 gold. 7 silver. A handful, a significant amount of like daggers and short swords. Everyone below like a 10 would find daggers, short swords, armor, miscellaneous like equipment kind of spread out throughout.
Oh, I'm gonna start grabbing some of the daggers, and I'll just like put the gold in the pile on like a table in sight.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to Stalk with a pile of daggers. I found a bunch of these lying around.
Yeah, no, I'll take them. I'm gonna take a bunch.
Nothing else interesting, just a lot of armor and weaponry.
How many floors is this house?
Looking up from the bottom floor, you would see, similar to the southeast guard tower, the openings in the center floors and such. You would see that it has 2 more floors than the last guard tower.
Okay.
8.
So like 7 to 8
Yeah.
floors, yeah, approximately.
We'll say 8.
Cool. I'm gonna start ascending to the top. Just to try to see what is en route and then see what is on the landing.
Okay.
Who would be near me when I find this paper?
Probably nobody if this
Nobody.
is a large
Yeah.
enough
Yeah.
area.
Grab that and... Assuming that's the only interesting piece of information I find. Go to meet up with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what everyone else is doing, so...
I'm climbing stairs.
Yeah, I would go and try and find his room. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, I was looking on the main floor, just looking around.
So main floor, main floor, main
Yeah.
floor.
Cool.
So I'd probably meet up with... three people?
He was going. You're upstairs.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
going
following
upstairs.
him upstairs.
So,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I'd meet up with Minerva first.
Mm-hmm.
I found this in one of his drawers.
What is it?
When I hold it, does it show my... It shows my picture and...
Mm-hmm.
Here. And I hand it over
And
to...
I hold it. And is it still her picture?
Nope. You would see a picture of yourself appear in the bottom left-hand corner. At the top, property owner. And below that, East 3-6.
Is it a different property?
Same property.
No, same
Same
property.
property.
Curious to see what's in this East 3-6. Are we in East 3-6?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
This is west.
Yeah. we're
Oh,
in
that's
west.
right. That's right. Okay, and I give it back.
I thought it said West 3-6.
It would say West.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
West
You're right.
3-6.
It would say West 3-6. I
Correct.
apologize.
And we are not in West 3-6.
No.
Correct.
West 3-6 doesn't ring a bell to us. It's not like Tabitha's house or anything like that, right? Is there any type of magic that you're picking up from it? Is this anything you've seen before?
I'll cast detect magic. Yeah, I'll just flat cast it.
Okay. 60 feet. That not behind total cover, or is it
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
And it illuminates with the aura and it tells her the school if she would like it.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't realize I didn't do this. Do you want to do it now or after stream when I can actually go through
The
and...
paper?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're detecting the paper. I'm so sorry.
Specifically, I mean, anything else
Yeah,
would also,
anything-
Yeah.
but
Anything else?
specifically, I'm right now looking at the paper.
Cool. It is most definitely magic. As far as what school, I'm gonna say probably.
Illusion.
Yeah. Thank you. And then for other magic items, around in the tower, For some reason, I didn't do that beforehand, so I'll send everyone a message afterward when I have a chance to go through and actually pick them.
So it is illusion magic, which is what I would have assumed. Besides that, I mean, I'm sure I've seen paper before that has illusions placed on it. It's nothing that out of the ordinary. Maybe in day-to-day life, but
We'll have to check that house out when we get out of here.
yes, it's quite odd that it would know the holder.
Right.
I have to imagine that it was used for some sort of, most likely nefarious purposes.
Probably. Johnny said you were going, to the bedroom? Or
He wants bedroom. I wanted to continue to ascend up
He just
towards the
wants
landing,
upstairs,
so
yeah.
if you wanted to do him first.
Okay. You step into the bedroom.
What do we see in
Yeah, how
here?
many floors
Yeah.
up is the bedroom?
That's fair. So you would go up to the next floor. The next floor would be a kitchen as well. So you would see, a fire pit in the center, stone laid floor. Or no, I'm sorry, it would have a wire bottom like I had said before. No, it wouldn't. It's going to have stone. Because otherwise ash would fall down onto the rug. Stone.
I like to keep it dirty in here.
Stone fire pit set into the center of the floor. You see nearby there is a grate to be placed over it. Along the walls are barrels and crates that, some are open and you can see there's like foodstuffs in most of them. You see pots and pans hanging on the wall, stuff like that. Continue up to the next floor, and this is going to be the bedroom. So as you step into this room, you would see big 4-post bed, big 4-corner.
Is there a halo hanging on the corner?
Yeah, yep.
Oh god.
You see there's like a very thin veil, kind of like bunched up around the front third, where you can see it would like extend
Like
to cover
sheer.
the whole. Yeah. Where it would extend to cover the whole thing. There's a canopy above it. It's a really pretty bed. You see there's a foot locker at the end of the bed. Some dressers and wardrobes and armoires around on the walls. A fire pit in the middle of the floor. Yeah.
No
wanna
sort of
search
writing
here?
desk? No writing desk or anything here? I suppose we can come back to this.
Well, you can search here. I'll continue looking upward.
Alright. I'll meet you up there.
Want to get to the landing to see whether or not there's any kind of signal, perhaps, that Zifli utilizes at such a great height. We are at the highest point in Nanaxi.
This is very sure, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up with you, yeah.
Alright, so you go up to the next floor. On this floor, you would see there's same thing, wooden floor, wire cage, fire.
like a lounge area type thing, or
It's sort of like an office. So you would
Office.
see like bookcases, like
there might be a writing desk in here then.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Stone bookcases laid into the walls, like seemingly carved out from the wall itself. A writing desk would be placed between two sets of them. It looks like the desk was, or the bookcase was kind of built around the desk, where the books kind of go up, and the portion directly in front of the desk is still stone wall. See end tables, chairs, things like that.
Continue up.
Cool. Continue up to the next floor. You would see there's like a dummy, like a training dummy.
Training area, sure.
Miscellaneous swords and shields and such
Keep
laid
going.
about. Go up to the next one, storage. It's mostly just boxes and crates. And then the next floor would be your exit.
Yep.
You step out, same thing, ladder, trapdoor.
Yep.
Step out to the very top of Zifli's tower. You turn and begin to look out over Nanaxi. And from the most northwesternmost corner, you're able to see the entire city spread out in front of you. You can see all the way to the southeastern guard tower, where there's still just trickles of smoke rising into the sky.
there anything on the landing here?
There would be a chair, most definitely. Another stone fire pit put off to one side, not right in the middle. A longbow, some arrows, crossbow, and then more crates and boxes.
Okay. I'm gonna sit in the chair and look out over Nanaxi.
Yeah. Look out over your new city.
Uh-huh. And pull out Zifley's head. I'm going to take one of my crossbow bolts. I'm going to jam it up in. And then I'm going to take my rope. I'm going to tie it around the bolt. I see no reason to wait, Crom.
I think
Tie it around the stone blocks.
I think you might be right.
I'm going to pull my rocking chair over to the edge. Just going to topple it down.
Okay.
Still attached to the ropes this way.
Right.
Ideally, I would give it about 10 feet of slack.
Are you fishing?
Oh no. I'm making it known. I'm going to put on my dread helm. And I'm just going to sit here in my chair.
I'm gonna run up the stairs, breathing really heavily. What are we doing?
Start rocking.
Yeah, I also am going to go upstairs.
It's a lot of goddamn stairs.
Short legs.
Yeah. You know, not built for a long distance. What are we doing up here?
I look at the rope.
Crom and I were exploring.
What's with the fishing rod there?
I don't know what.
The rope.
Oh yes.
We're not
It's
climbing. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we're not climbing down, right?
No.
Okay.
No, this is
Oh,
our town, Flint.
that's true. That's very true. Chess, are you up here?
I would have followed.
Do you have any more spell slots? I really don't want to go back down the stairs. We just like jump off the building. We just jump off the building. It'd be really convenient. Besides, then the townsfolk will see us descend like angels off of Zifley's house. That sounds fun.
Ooh. Aim for the guards.
I have some spell slots.
Perfect.
You really want to jump from...
If you want to leave, you're welcome to leave, but I...
Oh, I didn't mean right now. Just when we're ready to go.
Alright, found you guys, gotta go.
Oh, there you are.
If anything, I see no reason to leave now. This is quite a luxurious home.
Oh, fair. Okay, sure.
That bed downstairs can definitely use a new master.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to enjoy my new home.
Now all of you get out.
Our new home. As part of the crew. The spoils are not just trinkets that are found. I think that this is much better than that 1 bedroom, 1 bath we were looking at in the east side, don't you?
Or the 1 bedroom, no bath.
Yes.
Significant improvements.
Oh yes, much nicer, and this one was delivered to
Just
us.
kind of tug on the rope and go, sure, Zifley won't mind us staying here for a little while.
No. No, he won't mind at all.
I don't think I'm going to be staying here.
That's entirely up to you, Crom.
It just doesn't seem right to me that we stopped a man who was living in this lavish house, living the high life, doing whatever it is that he was doing, not getting caught, while there are good men and women who live here who are just getting by with their no bedroom, no bathroom houses.
They don't have bathrooms.
It just doesn't seem right.
That's
I
fine.
have to agree.
That's fine.
Perhaps not for such noble reasons. It does not feel right to live in the home of the man that...
It's not his home now. Now it is my home. My friends are welcome. Just gonna rock in my chair.
The boat's quite growing on me, actually.
Your home.
Of course.
Do you have the deed?
Do we need it? Would anyone dare take the house from us?
I cast fire at the, or I produce flame at the fire pit and go, why don't we try and discuss a new Nanaxi?
And what do you have in mind? Got many employees.
Perhaps we can enforce a new job for the guards. One that can offer money to those seeking proper justice, not as
Proper justice.
proper justice.
I'm gonna pull out this Zweihander, just lay it in my lap as I rock in this chair.
Chessa has a good point. There's many people living in squalor while
Crom's
we...
That's
or,
my
sorry,
point.
Crom's point. While we are perched in a luxurious home overseeing the city. They did nothing wrong other than grieve the families that they were never able to see. I think the least we can do, as strong as our crew is make their lives a little bit easier. Give them the answers they need.
Track down who's doing this.
Get to the bottom of it.
Because I don't think Zifley was the end of it.
I'm also not too fond of this city.
I'd have to agree.
Who do we put in charge if we're to leave then?
Somebody who has the city in their best interests.
Possibly Orvigo?
Not Kesgrim.
Not Kesker.
Maybe
like
even
that,
just a
consistent.
conglomeration of all of the guild leaders.
That's a good point.
Whoever we leave it to, I don't care. I just want to know that they're not going to continue to take these bodies for whatever nefarious purposes. We still never met Ruth. We don't know.
We could get in touch with the Gregs and
Find her.
not just find her, but have them keep an eye out and one of them report to us.
Because they even said themselves the Gregs were stealing just to feed their families. Maybe replace the guards with the Gregs.
If they're good at sticking to the shadows, they might be able to find more information more easily.
Mm-hmm. Maybe use them to disperse wealth amongst the masses.
Perhaps we could be the leaders of Nanaxi.
He's a communist. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break that, but that thought
One of his capes becomes the flag.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I mean, we could be the leaders of Nanaxi. You don't necessarily have to be present all the time to lead it.
You're not fit.
Excuse me? What?
You lack one integral thing a leader needs. It's compassion.
Just gonna rock in my chair.
My jaw just drops and I just push it back up with my hand.
Compassion for wanting the people to have a chance at a better life? Wanting them to be able to mourn their loved ones that they didn't get the opportunity to? How do I not have compassion?
You don't think about those whose lives are going to be affected by the people that you are told to murder. Like,
I answer to nobody. I answer to myself.
a good leader should answer to their people. You just think about that. And I'm gonna walk back downstairs.
Okay.
As you close the door, I spit at the door.
Just gonna rock in my chair. Oh,
I'm gonna just
Flint.
like look at the fire pit and just awkwardly look back and forth between everyone.
Featherfall!
Yeah, fire's just crackling in my hands, and the fire pit's just getting bigger.
I kind of want to start like juggling or something just to break the tension.
No, Flint, there's no tension here.
Sure.
Why would there be tension? The crew can discuss their beliefs.
Suppose so.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're all different people.
Absolutely. And the fires that forged Minerva are still valuable.
I'm not even listening. I'm just staring out at the city, just fire
I'm counting
crackling.
on it.
We're gonna
Perhaps-
adjourn to the study.
Perhaps Crom can serve as the bellows for that flame.
Certainly possible.
She was quite happy with the justice today.
Certainly a lot of it.
Yes.
but they were all bad.
Absolutely.
Deservedly so.
I'm just gonna start tapping the blade. Every last one of them was bad.
Of your blade or the sword?
Oh, this one.
Okay.
Every single one. And now there's an opportunity here for all of us to do better than Zifli did.
Pretty sure that blade's the key to the city at this point.
Perhaps it is.
I will say you've never seen a sword like that before.
Very good, DJ.
You gave it to John.
I'm just gonna rise from the rocking chair and bellow my cloak of...
You made a big sword.
And
He's the one who took it.
I'm
the
just gonna
biggest one, of course
stand
he took
up
it.
over the area where I had tied Zifli's head and look down.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna unsheath the sword and just look down over the city and then hold it aloft. Perhaps this is a key of sorts, Flint?
Certainly possible.
And I wonder what futures this will unlock for us together.
And for the city?
Friend.
Of course, friend.
Quite an
Always.
interesting crew we've got.
I'd say so. Quite a grouping of people, all very different and from different backgrounds, but when put together, the whole is always more than the sum of its parts.
Sheath is behind her. There's no tension here, Flint.
No, of course not.
None at all.
Nope.
As long as we serve the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Serve.
Yep. Absolutely.
Just gonna look back out over to Naxi. Beautiful.
All right. Crom. What are you doing in the study so that we can, and then we'll wrap up tonight.
Rootin' tootin' through all that stuff. I'm going through a desk.
Okay.
I want to find paperwork. I want to know exactly who he was looking for, or who he was in contact with about all this.
Okay. I will send that to you after stream because
Thank
that's
you.
something I'll have to get written up and make sure that, I wasn't prepared for y'all to fight Zifli so quickly, but it's fine. So I'll just have to write that up when I get home. But yeah, we'll end with Olaf, Flint, and
Just gonna
Minerva
put my arm around Flint.
just looking out over
Pull you
the
close.
looking out over the city in Anaxi from Zifli's tower.
Like a stalk and I
Just-
kind of in the back, like, are they?
Just gesture out over to Naxi. Think of where we...
Like
Yeah, as I
fucking
look at you,
Mufasa?
this wasn't a good job. People saw. We're not. Tomorrow's going to be very different.
Think of what we've earned, Flint.
Uh-huh.
If everyone decides to go to bed, I still want to stay on the top of the tower, just staring out into the
Oh yeah,
city.
no, I'm sleeping in my chair now.
Yeah, we're gonna end with everyone standing on top of the tower.
Fantastic.
Crom digging through the desk downstairs.
No long
good.
rest yet.
Very good.
This night's not over.
Friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you very much for the follows, resubs, and all that stuff. We really appreciate it. If you're new here, make sure you follow us so you can find us again, or you can check out our website, notgreatrpg.com, for all the information you need to find out about us. We have links to our podcast, our YouTube channel, text recaps, coupons for a bunch of different tabletop companies. So thank you guys very much. We will see you on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the City of Oshwamp. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, friends.
Justice.
Goodbye.